Yes, sir. Welcome, everybody. This is Lone Star, 15 to 23. I am that PG representative. Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Much love to everybody out there in the Ville, out there on Clay, DC, PG, all over, baby. About to take this to another level. Yeah. Get ready for some fire. It's been a long time coming, but we still got a long way to go. It's all good. Enjoy.
Get yours, nigga, cause I'ma get mine. Today gon' be a good day. Jack gon' keep it playing from the Genesis. As I'm blowing dope, being broke, my only nemesis. Remember when it wasn't all good, I used to reminisce. Felt like I was going through hell with no deliverance. Niggas throwing salt in the game, condoning ignorance. But when it's really in you, not on you, we know the difference. Nigga ain't no willing and dealing, we really killing shit. My brother passed a shooter like Luka, he gave me sentences. Nigga, I was Dennis before you knew what a menace is. Now I just spread love to these bitches, ho, I'm a feminist. Way they running back to the dick, they think they Emmitt Smith. No real player gon' break it, that shit be imminent. Yeah. Nigga, we was trapping out the tenement. Niggas ain't hard, they just loud, them niggas impotent. Ain't in it for the glory, my life story is intricate. Don't crash out for the money and watch the niggas you get it with. I say it all, cause I'm past the point that I'ma play with y'all. And as the president, I'ma have to revoke your player call. Don't think a nigga ever was real, and he gon' stay a fraud. Don't think a nigga bluffing is not nothing to break them all. Saquon, ho, it's not nothing to shake them all. There ain't no street clothes in my bed, ho, better take them all. Just get that cheese, breaking that bread, and I can stay involved. Wanna look sweet in my side seat, got to pay the cost.
I got dope and cheese, I'm smoking G's. While I was scaling dope and weed, y'all been yelling broken knees. You gon' do it, baby, do it, gotta hold and squeeze. For real, it's cold out here, one of you hoes gon' freeze. Rob the reverend, call the blessing, hold your nose, don't sneeze. Poop, nigga. Oops, nigga. Pull up in that big shit like I'm too big for that coupe, nigga. Too legit to quit, no, I'm just too legit for you, nigga. Twin Towers feel the power when we speaking, nigga. Cope like I was in the Ghost with Tommy Egan, nigga. If your bitch looks suspicious, she probably creeping, nigga. If you heard this shit before, it's probably me, nigga. Don't ask me about no money, I'ma tell you, let me hold something. 60K in debt, be walking around like I don't owe nothing. So-and-so got shot up, I just act like I don't know nothing. I call love, but we make a hit and miss a home run. Clean up in the kitchen, we can't have no dirty dishes, cause it's roaches outside and we cooking if they don't sniff it. Took a shot in the dark, I just went for this shit. Why aim for the stars, go forward and get nothing. Somewhere there's a young nigga on the same thing. Suggested advice, I tell him do better. Baby mom pregnant, I was turning 18. They need to focus my mind to getting cheddar. So I quit this rap shit, quit chasing my dreams. Fuck it, get money off of hoes and the fiends. Fuck it, get money, then turn around, blow it. If I was my plug, man, I wouldn't even throw it. Maybe I would get money, you know it. Really had the city for some summers with the lows, yeah. Going down the wrong way, niggas getting smoked, yeah. I ain't even tell you about the times I was broke, yeah.
Get it. This that go and get it. With no hesitation. This that never quit. Start that elevation. This that process. This that in the making. This that started from the bottom. This that motivation.
Yeah, we feel good today. Oh man, we feel good. Yeah, we feel real good. We feel real good. I got my bucket on. Yeah, the boy feel good, man. I feel good. This man feels tremendous. Why? Why do I feel tremendous? Well, I want you to feel the same way. I want you to smile like I smile. I want you to feel the joy that I feel. You smell me now? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to this right here. I think my daughter just walked in the door. I think my daughter just came in. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all give me a quick second. Yeah, I got to just stall. So you can stay or you can go. Just give me a moment. I'm at least kick us off with some music. Brought to you by none other than yours truly. And that's right. This song does not have a damn thing to do with what I'm going to be talking about. Not at all. Learn me. County Kings forever. Turn me up, son. Get money. All right. Get money. Let's go. Look, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my Lone Star, yeah. It's been a while, but I grabbed my look. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Go. Let's get it. It's been a while, but I grabbed my pen. No losers taught me how to win while deep in sin. Stomach lining thin because of Seagram's gin. Plenty dead corpses all throughout Prince George's. Of course, this be the underlord. Hell is where the source is. Killers rob and take right between a rock and a hard place. So I stay in God's face, begging over heaven's sake. If I can't live, let me die. Tears don't well up in my eyes. Which one say real men shall cry? I'ma tell you why I stay in high. Evil pools when I push. Niggas slanging President Bush. Crackhead brain change the mush. Keep your brains up in them books. Teach you hope, say I'm a fool, but I did what you trying to do. A crying shame. Every other word that they speak is lame. They went to the fans and they changed the game. I ran to the fans and I changed the game. Sunny days instead of rain. High off life instead of cane. Nigga think shots can stop my game. With a truck to a bike, get out my lane. Jack and Paul called Mary Jane. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it. Let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it. Let's go. Catching money, dodging fame. Let's get it. Let's go. Yeah. So I am expecting that. No, it wasn't her. Yeah, you see the look on my face? I left the door open. I was so excited. I was so excited. I forgot I had the repairman coming by to fix the fridge, the ice maker. That's just the repair guy. So much for that excitement for the moment. I mean, really though, like, but I'm gonna say this though.
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
I thought that was my baby girl running in the door. Nah, it's just a repair man. He was coming in. Talking about some hello. Hello. I'm down here doing the show with y'all ass and shit. Ah man, my life. I swear on life. Come on now. You already know what it is, fam. Let me go ahead and do this for the peoples in the building. You already know. Get your ass up here, Gary. Stop playing with people. This shit wild, man. Yeah, so anyway, why was I so happy? Because this is the time of year where me and her do fun stuff. What kind of fun stuff do Dad and Muma do?
I'll show y'all. Okay. So this right here is why I'm so excited, right? I got land around me. We got a bunch of fun stuff and everything. And I like to do stuff like this with my daughter. That's right. Now I want you to pay close attention. I don't fight people. I'm a I'm an archer. I hit from distance. I don't need to be close to you. So I just want us to pay very close attention, right? If this is what my daughter is capable of doing, right? So we're just going to look at just different little. If she can do this, who you think taught her? And what do you think I'm capable of? That's right. Adjust your bow. Look at your footing. Spread your feet better. Right. Get a safe. Yeah. Okay. She was shaking her hand because we've been out there for about an hour. We get that training in. Wow. We're not done. Now, the thing is, again, we're going to go back to it. You know what dad loves to do with his daughter? Oh, man, I'll show you what I like to do. This is what I like to do. This is what we do, right? So let's just let's just go here. Let's just go here, right? So again, I want people to pay very close attention. I don't fight people. This is not into anything. I'm just saying, like, the point of life in which I'm in and how long I've taken to study. I don't fight people. No, I just pass down this type of information. If my daughter can do this, I want you to imagine, what is her father capable of?
You got it. Hit the top of the Dr. Pepper.
Oh shit.
That's my baby.
When I say I'm so thrilled to see my baby. Oh yeah, we about to pull them guns off the rack. We about to get some shit in. I'm trying to tell you. And I know her mother doesn't like it. It's okay. It's okay. Trust me. I'm training our child for the best of what will be in this life. She better know how to defend herself. And on top of all of that, yes, she takes Aikido. Protective men on this side. We about that life. We definitely want to make sure that we protect our own. I'm just up here kicking the shit with y'all for a bit. You smell me now? I'm just up here kicking the shit. And because I'm such a goddamn proud ass dad, I got at least hit one more of them. I mean, I don't know. That was just too short lived. Let's go ahead and hit one more of those for you, right? Let me show you the angles in which this, like, when I tell you I'm so proud of my baby. Now I gotta hit the sound on this one. I'm gonna tell you what I'm saying. I have to hit the sound because they flagged me for the music, right? Splendid. Yeah, it is very splendid. You gotta understand, we don't use words like that often, so that kind of threw me off. Yeah, but now we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get to a topic. I got some stuff to talk about. I mean, it's Saturday. I ain't got to be all formal. I'm just gonna come up here and kick the shit. I'm gonna do what I do. You smell me now? Let's go ahead and get it. And then we're just gonna talk. We're just gonna have some fun. Just talk. But nah, yes, I'm a proud father. Why? Because once upon a time, my dad was proud to say I'm his son. That's right. So what we do is we pass that on. You smell me now? I just like to go ahead and get rid of all of the bullshit narratives that people speak. There we go with that shit. Anyway, I like to get rid of all the bullshit narratives that we speak when it comes to black men and protection. Let's talk about that for a second. Are black men protective? I don't know. I'm teaching my daughter this right here. You tell me. I don't know. Not to mention what it is that we just simply talk about. Do you not know how much we just talking about just on some her life, my life, our life, while all of this is taking place? I can't put the sound on, but I basically asked her to pick one. Pick any bottle, and the only thing I want you to do is hit the top only. This is me and my daughter. So while we talking, I say, Muma, that's my nickname for her. Muma, go ahead and just pick a bottle. You know what she decides to do? It's one of mine. She picked the toughest bottle to hit. Let's see how that worked out. I want to mind you something, right? This is not no like 5, 6, 7 times of a take. I real deal pushed record. And she did it just like that. Talking about training. Home training. Home training. Let's go. Peep game. I'm asking her, which bottle do you want to hit? I'm glancing around. Which one do you want? See all of those that's just regular? Look at the one she goes for. All the way right there up in the corner. Let's see what my baby do. Let's see what she do. Fucking proud ass dad. Stop playing with me. That's mine right there. That's mine. That's mine. That's when I say that's mine right there. And I say that to say, take care of your own. Take care of your own. Protect yours. Make sure that everything in you and everybody around you is well equipped. If I wasn't able to get to the guns fast enough, do y'all not know that she can blow your head off just as fast as me? And she ain't number 16. When I say that we are the lamps, we are the lamps. We are the ones who illuminate. We are the ones who protect. We are the ones who guide. We are the ones who teach, as well as we are the ones who consistently learn more than teach. That's where our balance comes in. Our balance actually is in the fact that we learn more than we teach. Do you not know how much I learned from watching my child do that? Even though I'm the one that taught her. Yeah, proud dad moments. It don't have to be Father's Day. I'll talk about it right now on a random ass Saturday. That's because it's genuine. All right? Trust me when I tell you, protective black men are out here, and we love you so much. And all we want to do is protect you. That's all we want to do. We just want to protect you. I protect my child by making sure that she knows and she's fully equipped of how to deal with this life. So the whole time while she's hitting the tops, strictly, not the bottle, just hit the top. Peep game. Not only is she learning accuracy and decision with that moment, she's also learning the accuracy of how you should operate when you move in this life and when you want to pinpoint your target, whether it's your goals or whether it's for your own personal protection. Strong black fathers exist. I will always talk about the things that everybody else wants to shy away from. Nobody wants to give it light. I don't give a damn if you stay here or if you leave. I know this live is going to be up when I'm done. So I don't care. It's simple. I don't care. But I'm going to talk about that shit because it needs to be talked about. There's a lot of talk about how much we just don't protect our women. You know, there are a lot of awesome black men out here that make great decisions. You know, it's one comment that I get in my chat often. Shout out to the chat champion. And she knows I love her. And she knows that I get it. I'm one of those, I understand, and it's never a judgment. But, you know, I always get this comment after my lives. If anybody ever goes and peeps, you might have seen it before yourself. It always has something to do with black women are the prize. You know what's crazy? I actually agree. And that's the weird part. I actually agree. But you know what I also recognize? There's a balance. So if my daughter grows up to be the prize, right? If my daughter grows up to be the prize, and if her father had a large hand into a lot of the parts of her life in which made who she is today, if I do have a hand in that, then I'm just thankful to know that I'm a part of the making of that prize. That's my baby. That's my baby right there. Yeah, that's mine right there. Right? So what I get is this. There will always be something that will try to deter us as a collective. See, this is the thing that I always make clear. I don't talk about the genders. I talk about what takes place and what is spoken about of each of us as gender wise. The grown ass men, not males. I don't know why we keep saying that. So y'all really let them sneak that in there? That's right. Let's get them to call each other's males and females, not grown ass men and women. You want to know what happens when you say male and female? You actually take just a little bit of responsibility off of your shoulders. Now hold all that weight. You were built for this. You were built for this. Hold the weight. Call yourself what you are. Because when you say male and female, I'm like, are you talking about a species of animal or a plant? Because everything has male and female. But what is but listen, watch this. Can a fully grown German Shepherd call itself a grown ass man? And even if it could, will we believe it in identifying as it? Or would we be like, no, you're a male dog. I don't know, a female dolphin, if it just wanted to identify itself as a grown ass woman. Ladies, would you be like, yeah, I identify with Flipper? No, you wouldn't. Walk in your light. Stop this male female shit. I don't know who snuck it in here. I want to snuff it out. Cut that shit out. Walk in your light. Be the grown ass man and woman that you are. Stop identifying yourself with male and female. That's some bullshit. I'm saying it just like that. That's some bullshit. I dare somebody call me a male. Try that, see how it work out for you. Try to see how it work out for you.
Timepiece Frosty, that's why you only get one chance to cross me.
Let's go ahead and get into some clips. Again, this is about me going ahead and taking time to let it be known. I don't just speak about anything for any reason. Why? Because I just don't. What I speak about because it's something that actually really does have a significant meaning. You will have those who actually, you know what I notice? Most people actually get it. But majority will continuously make sure that they do not identify themselves with what it is that they know, and we all know is the truth of us. Yo, we used to like how, and I'm gonna say this and bring my peoples up. How do you keep trying to call me king? How do you keep trying to call the sisters queens? But then you turn around in the same breath and then take us all the way down to a level as male and female. Kings are grown ass men. Queens are grown ass women who have now walked into their light, and they now sit on their throne. And with that being said, salute to one of those who actually knows what it's like to sit on her throne. Everybody give it up for the oh so lovely, the oh so beautiful Miss Melissa.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Sing, children.
There she go.
What's good? No pressure.
Hey. Hey.
No pressure. I appreciate that. Much respect to you.
Talk to me not about me. You know, I got to roll the red carpet out for my own. That's just how we do. You come up here, you will be treated as such. We are the lamps. We are part of the lighthouse. You will be treated as the light in which you are.
I appreciate it.
Respect to the family.
I glow in the dark by shade.
Mm-hmm.
I like one really set of cool waist beads, but other than that, yeah.
Hey, you know something? It's funny you talk about waist beads. Yeah, talk about some waist beads, putting them on and they can't come off.
Here's the thing. All my waist beads were tied on by the woman that I bought them from. I actually started buying the waist beads from her before I moved to Texas, and she was out of Texas. So when I moved to Texas, I went directly to her, went through the whole little women's thing. You do Yanni Steens there, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So she ties the waist beads on. It was like a part of a whole process. And I was a little bit bigger then. So when she first put them on, they was snug. However, I got them because I heard that they were really good at helping you kind of judge when you're bloated, when you're gaining weight, when you overeat. So I was just becoming more conscious health-wise of when to stop. A lot of us are from a culture where our parents struggled. And so it's, you better finish all your food. Don't waste my food. It's not an option to not clean your plate. And so you have a lot of kids that end up obese for real because they're under that. You better not throw my food away. You got to eat it, period. You feel what I'm saying? So not saying that's the only reason. Also poor eating habits. But anyway, so I literally was an adult before I really learned to recognize when I was full and just stop eating, which of course helped bring me down tremendously. But all that to say, as I was losing weight, I also realized that I feel like it's healthy to be able to take your waist beads off and wash them. So sometimes I have them on. Sometimes they're literally hanging on the door because, ladies, please take your waist beads off and
some of them have said, once you put them on, they don't come off. And I'm like,
yeah, but they roll up and down your body all day. And even though you wash them in the shower, for me, I got to take mine off and roll them. The strength is still good.
Last time I checked is all about cleanliness. I don't want to have on a bracelet or a necklace or anything I can never take off my neck at any point and just let my skin breathe. Even if it's just that area, I don't care. Now I get it. Some things are permanent, like for example, earrings, piercings. I do understand that, the whole taking it out, putting it in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, some people be tripping. They be tripping. Go ahead though.
I'm not gonna be able to do it at all. Yeah. I got to roll it off. And I got to roll it off. I was proud when I could get them off. So I could and I'm a black soap, like a raw African black soap. Not the ones that look black. I don't know where that come from. I like the ones that look like raw cookie butter. So the raw African black soap, or like the Dr. Bronner's peppermint. I like that line of soaps and whatnot. So I normally put my waist beads in there, so on and so forth. But I mean, to each his own.
Good. I'm glad that you choose to do that. Some people don't. Some people don't. Mm. Let's go ahead and get to this video. So, ah, shit, man. Let me shut up. Let me shut up, man. Let me shut up. Oh, man. Some people need to be careful with folks. So I have a video I want to look up. So, this
Yes,
is
let's do that.
the
Let me do that.
dreams. No, I'm talking about dreams. Now, you remember we spoke about that? Now, I have something that I want to pull up that I have as a video, but it's really about more so spiritual awakening. Now, you know what I realized? This entire video, I had no clue, has everything to do with, dreams, at least in my view. All right. So I'm going to pull this up. Let me go here. Now, first, while I'm pulling this up, can you tell me, in your personal opinion, do you believe that dreams are just random visions that we've seen throughout the day popping back up in our head once we're in REM? Or do you see that dreams possibly can be some form of elevated outer body experience?
I believe they're next level enlightenment. So, spiritual experience outside of the ceiling of our consciousness on it every day. So, I think it just takes the ceiling off of what we're actually able and capable of doing here.
Okay. All right. So this is how I look at every time I enter a dream. Now, you know what's crazy? You know why scientists say that the only reason why dreams are the way that they are is simply because it's just random thoughts. And the reason why they feel that way is because they don't believe that there's any true message. I personally believe that there is a true message,
Mm-hmm.
but most of us are not allowed to bring that information back here.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that we do actually go somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're not able to recognize.
Like astral travel.
Yeah, but we're not able to recognize the fact that the reason why you come back and you like, I had a dream and you ever just ponder on like, what does that mean? You be going through like those things, like the ones we can like vividly remember.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, it's so hard for us to try to decipher what that means, because I do believe you tap into another realm when you astral plane and you do not recognize that you're getting information that you're not supposed to bring back. And I believe a lot of times when we're not able to actually explain what the dream consisted of, it really does have a lot to do with the fact that you're not supposed to tell it.
Mm-hmm.
What's your thoughts on that before I push play?
I think it's the same. I also think that's true. I think it's the same reason why we have deja vu. Some people are more in tune so they can hone in on it and still get bits and pieces, but I still think we know things in part. And the other parts, like you said, we're not supposed to know. I feel like it would take us beyond the humility, just basic humility. So yeah, I absolutely feel like I said, even with the deja vu, you don't remember it until the moment manifests for the most
Right.
part. And then you're like, oh yeah, that, you know what I mean? But even with psychics, those are people who get up and practice, and they still only know in part, even though they see into realms that some people never know even exist, so on and so forth.
Let's go through with it. Let's see what we got. I want to go ahead and tap in just a little bit. Then we're going to have some fun. We're just going to have some fun after this one. But I like to go ahead and make sure I give y'all the medicine and the candy. So let's get it. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Let's rock out. Let's listen.
Just moved beyond what most people spend their entire lives searching for. Think about it for a second. The spiritual journey so many are obsessed with, the constant striving for enlightenment and awakening, that's not the goal. That's just the door you've walked through.
Mm.
What happens next, once the awakening ends, is where the real transformation begins. And the strange part? No one talks about what comes after. No one tells you how different life is when you're on the other side. You're not in the process of awakening anymore. You're free. There will be many unexpected, strange experiences that happen when your spiritual awakening ends. The things no one warns you about, but they're essential for your journey. The things no one warns.
Now, that honestly is just the main thing I wanted to speak about. That's it, primarily. There is so much that you can't explain. We cannot explain it. And I spoke about that. Now, what's your take on that? I believe when we were speaking about, you said everything's not to be known. Give the audience what you were saying, basically. If you don't mind.
Kind of to your point, I think back then when you were saying that your average, even if you think you know everything, just know that you don't know everything in the ocean. Things are always ever evolving, ever changing, ever being birthed, ever being created. I don't think that we get above the surface very often. And I think for the people, I honestly think that a lot of people that we think are crazy or insane have tapped into it.
No, batshit crazy. Go.
Batshit crazy people have tapped into it. Why you using me, bro?
Talk about it. Those are the ones who usually were enlightened. But you know something, though?
Didn't I tell you?
No, real talk, though. Tesla. Stop laughing.
Stop being funny.
I'm not. So, Tesla, Einstein, it's a lot of people that actually, like, I'm going to be honest with you. Hey, the Messiah himself, the son of Mary, was crucified, not for just being batshit crazy. They took it a step beyond. They crucified him for being considered evil.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm saying this shit for a reason. When I hear people say certain things to me through life, and I know that there's no certain knowledge behind what's said, that instantly lets me know I'm on the right track.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're always going to have think of any great figure. Did they not get the same distractions?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Whoever was on the right path that really knew something so significant for the masses of the people, that was greeted by the people with love in their vision during the time they had the vision? Or did everybody call old Mr. Tom Man batshit crazy because they just didn't understand him? They never took time to get to know, who is he? What is he talking about? Him or her. You know how many women were dunked into rivers because they were considered to be Wiccan and witches because people just didn't know who they were. These were honest, good women.
Mm-hmm.
They had nothing to do with any of that. They were just maybe really earthy.
Maybe really earthy.
Nah, real talk though. You smell me now? That's it. Maybe that's just all it was. You see? Hold on. You want to help me with the comments?
I can't multitask. Let's see.
Okay. Wow. You gotta keep everybody involved.
Scooter Pie. Hi, Scooter Pie.
All right. Scooter Pie says, don't let anyone interpret your dreams. There are basic, archetypes. Nonetheless, it's in what is it?
Intimately.
Yeah,
Inanimally?
intimately, no, because
Oh, intimately personal. Yeah.
it's intimately personal. Forgive me. Sometimes I do get my vision. It's
Yeah, no doubt
intimate,
about it. They'd be small as
right?
shit to me.
Come on now. All right. Now remember, Scooter Pie does that French stuff. Okay, so I'm just gonna say omelette du fromage. We're
Do play?
directly above. No, that's not what that says. That's the only thing I can say in French. So anything you type in French, I'm just gonna
Do
start off
play.
with
It
du
says
fromage.
duplex.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, deluxe. You mean that deluxe? Hey, girl, stop playing. See, God damn it. See, you got me.
God have mercy upon us.
My
Okay,
bad.
so
We're
we're gonna
supposed to
try
be
to read this.
serious.
We just okay. Let's be serious. Let's be serious. All right, y'all play too damn much, man. Y'all play too damn much. What we got right here? We got I know nothing witchcraft. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know. Ooh, stoned in the bathroom. What? Stoned in the bathroom, just sitting on the moon. Think we got a poet in the building.
Oh,
I'm just gonna take it at that. I'm just gonna take it at that. Okay, so cosmic rays flew through you while taking a number 2. Gotcha. Let's get it. Wow, we got family in the building. Shout out, shout out. This is the oh so lovely this way, Miss Melissa. All right, give Miss Melissa a big round, warm welcome. All right, salute to the family. Y'all know how we do. Shout out to everybody in the building. I thank you. Okay, now that's what I'm talking about. My man stays in the building. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all go over there, subscribe to the real podcast clips. Make sure you go over there and subscribe, man. Check my man out on Instagram. I do believe that he's also on YouTube as well, but I believe more so you can definitely find my Brody on Instagram. Go check him out. Support our own, because if nobody else does, then we won't get it out there. They may not like you, but I love us. I love us. Let's get it. All right, now. So, Melly, you ready to have some fun with this? Melissa, let me go shoot myself real quick. Let me go shoot myself.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
Okay, now that I've taken a couple bullets, I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm trying so hard here. All right, y'all. So don't mind me, man. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. Like, for real. Like, when are you supposed to do it? Besides, I ain't gonna wait till I'm gone to laugh and have fun. God damn it. I'm doing this shit now. I'm doing it now. Hashtag message. You better get yours in while you here. You better get yours in while you here. All right, y'all. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna have some fun with this. All right. So where's my short at? I'm going to a short. Going to a short, and we're going to talk about this short. All right. So I just want to know, what do you think about this? All right. Now that we're getting ready to have some fun. Okay. Trying to think. Which one exactly? All right, bet. Let's go here. Yeah, I want to go here.
I picked the fourth
Let
one.
me ask you a question. What do you feel about the president? What do you feel about him?
Who's president?
Okay, everybody. So you already got a nice little touch of tone of where we're going on her end. What do you feel about the president? That's what I want to know. Yeah, let's talk about that right there, boy. All right. So hold on. Because we're going to have fun with it. Trust me. Oh, we're going to have fun with it.
Okay, so you want to know my feelings about the United States?
Whatever you got to say. Yep.
About the United States president. I feel like we left a bullied, spoiled ass kid in charge of the grown-ups. And
Okay.
I I cringe at the thought of what other countries and nations think when they look over here.
Okay. Got you. Got you. Now, would you say getting off of the presidency, I like to set the table? No, that was just decorations.
Small disclaimer, I think he's a dope businessman in his own lane.
Talk your shit. It don't
Yeah.
matter. All
Yeah.
right now. For the record, people, I didn't vote for any damn body. That's right. Hate me now. That's right. Go ahead. Hate me now. Because if you tell me that my vote is so important, if you put somebody in office that I don't see to be legit, then guess what? I'm going to withhold my valuable ass vote. I'm not going to then go vote out of emotions just to then be rallied up with y'all complaining about some shit months down the line. When you realize the same thing that I already knew, and that's they not going to change shit. If my vote is so important, put somebody in there worth my vote to be cast. Put somebody in that lineup that's worth me standing in line for 3.5 hours for. Put somebody in there that is with me saying this is worth the next 4 years, if not 8.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't produce me that, you don't get my fucking vote. You don't tell me it's valuable, then tell me to just squander it on any and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It don't work that way. Third eye open, we are the lamps. Let's go ahead and listen to this real quick. So, this is something totally off topic. You want to know why? Because sometimes I just do that. I just throw something up there, ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. But it's prevalent. Let's rock out.
I'm sure you guys have seen this video of this white chick.
Now, first of all, Native, what do you think about appropriation? Is that such a thing?
To each an exception. To each an exception.
To each an exception.
I got to hear it out.
Okay, let's hear it out. You let me know when you want me to pause. I'm not playing this whole thing through, so you're going to have to pause it. When you hear something you want me to stop at, I got you. Let's go.
Chick with braids, okay? Now, white chicks with braids is nothing new. White girls do this shit all the damn time. Or people with like really straight hair. Bo Derek did it in the 70s, and it was a really big deal. They were like, oh my God, she looks amazing, when black women have been wearing that shit forever. So, now a black girl with a bonnet and little eyelashes tells her, take it off. Yo, take it off.
Take that out now. Are you being for real? Take that out now.
I thought maybe it was a skit, maybe, I don't know. But it obviously was not, because the white chick after like made a stink about it and say, what's wrong with me wearing braids? Why can't I wear braids? This is what I'm assessing. This is my...
Why can't the white girl ask that question? I'm asking you. You on mute, beloved. You're on mute.
Okay, I got it off mute. What's the question? You cut out and cut back in. What was the question?
What is it about? All right, what would you define as appropriation? Like, if somebody was to be, if you looked at something and said, nah, bump that. I'm not the most sensitive in the world, but this is appropriation to my sisters, me as a black woman. If you do have anything at all, what would you call it? Because the fact is, I don't really know what we define it to be in its entirety, is my point. So let's talk about the shit and stop being scared to do so. Talking to the audience. Rock out, lamp.
So I feel like, suppose this lady was walking behind her and she was in a full-on blonde Dolly Parton wig, right? And the lady walks up to her and starts saying the same thing, chasing her down. Maybe she's in the suburbs with her blonde hair, not in the hood with some braids, going to get Chico sticks and pickle eggs, right? Then what?
Don't you forget, you can't make that line up without sunflower seeds and a Big Mama. Stop playing with me. You know you got to get a Big Mama with that name.
Hot pickle sauce.
And like two huggies.
Right. Wait, the tall ones. Because remember, they stretch.
No, hold on. Not the huggies. Them big icy freezies with the alligator on.
No doubt.
You already know you got to get like peach and coconut. You know you got to get the pina colada. Get the pina colada and the blue one.
Got to, bruh.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing. You. Hey, that hood shit. You already know.
Do it. The white was it. But anyway, so y'all, yeah. So with that being said, I think that, and that's why I said, but let me hear the whole story. Because in this regard, and from this perspective, I don't think that's appropriate. I don't think chasing this woman down, telling her that she can't wear braids in her hair. Okay, what's under your bonnet?
I like that. So I'm going to play the video and I won't stop it unless you ask me to. Just speak up. Other than that, it's just going to play. You are the pause button. Let's rock
angle. Now I'm thinking the black girl said, hey, take it off, because now listen closely. She was just owning the culture. That's all. That was just her version of like, yo, why are you fucking with our culture? It was just maybe an exhaustion of, why you want to wear our shit? You used to make fun of that. And that's facts. I grew up where they made fun of braids. White people made fun of cornrows. They would make fun of afros. They made fun of us when we used picks, fading hair.
But did she make fun? Did she make fun? How you know this lady didn't grow up in the hood? How you know she didn't get adopted by black parents? How you know that this culture isn't her culture? This lady had no... And I'm saying this because I'm a very fair-skinned individual. And I catch a lot of shit.
I just want to let you know one thing. I just want to let you know one thing. You are starting a fire right now. Okay. And I want the forest to burn. I want this forest of bullshit to burn, of these dumbass narratives, because those of us who come from the DMV know we got some like real deal. There are some white boys and white folks that all they know is us.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Now, you want to know the thing that I actually do recognize still? Mm-hmm. We never had to have the talk. They don't come out and say the word. Mm-hmm. We've like, honestly, at least in my experience, man, shout out to my homie Reds and all, like a bunch of folks, bro. They just know what to say to us and what not. Like, it's just unspoken. And thus, we don't look at them like truly outsiders. We know that, we all, like, from the time of elementary school, all of us have been on the same school buses, the same basketball courts, the same parks, the same house parties, the same everything. We all literally came up together, but nobody wants to hear that shh. Nah, you better be emotional about that shh. Be emotional. Only say what the narrative is. No, this isn't that channel. Go somewhere else for your narrative. Here, we're going to talk about the uncomfortable parts that people ain't really accustomed to talking about. And the fact is, you do have people in our neighborhoods who already been speaking a certain way. So watch this, black people. Why are you, now that we have the internet, trying to sit up here and complain about those who come up and talk shit on our black ass panels? If for the longest time they were accepted in the neighborhoods, in the hoods, you know, there were white rappers that talk gangster shit long before we had panels. I'm just trying to figure out where's the lie. See, everybody wants to be emotional. What I'm saying is I think we need to look at what is really taking place. You see, now again, I'm going to say it one more again for the win, because I know my people are so emotional. You'll hear one piece and ignore the other. So I'll reiterate it. The white boys that I know that's down with us, they don't use the N-word. They just don't say it. They be like, my bro, bruh. They be like, cuz. They'll say everything but that. But you know what's wild? When I greet him, I'm like, what's up, my nigga? But he doesn't say it back. I don't think y'all get it. It's a respect. And when you harness that as a full community, I promise you, they will adjust and acquiesce as well. I never had to tell none of my white friends where I grew up at, don't say that shit, is my point. I never had to say that to them. They just knew not to say it. They'll say everything under the sun but that. Let's go.
In college, they would make fun of us in the bathrooms in college. They always made fun of black hairstyles. Also, in the corporate world, black women always had a problem wearing their natural hair. Black men always had a problem wearing their natural hair. They always had a problem with our hairstyles. Think about that. White supremacy was always had a problem with black features, black hairstyles. And now everybody wants to do that now. After making fun of it, after shitting on it for so long, then all of a sudden you have braids. And you know what's really funny is when we call people out, they always want to go back in history to find out if we're wrong. I guess this girl said the Vikings wore braids. We've been telling you to read about African and African American history for the longest time, but as soon as somebody...
Now, there's a difference. Watch this. So let's go ahead and dismantle all of that. Did the Vikings wear braids? Yes. It was for a different cause and reason. We did locks out of locking ourselves with Jah, like God. Their hair became locks from filth originally. It was just matted hair, and it just formed itself in that kind of mode. They didn't sit down and do this. They didn't do that. We did this. That's us. Not them. No, it just became matted. It's a difference in their locks and ours. Ours out of cleanliness. Theirs was out of desperation, and they just didn't have a choice. It just was on ships for just months and years at a time. Your hair will do that. It will do that. Your hair, it's just, see, there's a difference between locks. See, that's what I hate. No, their hair was matted. Dogs will get matted hair. You ever seen a dog that get matted and they gotta like trim? Yeah, dogs can get matted. Yeah. No. There's a difference. There's a difference.
Well, I know matted too, but I'm just saying dogs look like they have mange when their hair is all...
That's true. That's true. But even they can identify it better than. Listen, the fact is this. Let me shut up. Once upon a time, originally, that was not the case. Okay, so all I'm saying is to my people, stop comparing the originality of when Vikings had locks. Now that was matted hair. They didn't do this. Let's go.
Someone tells you to stay the fuck out of their culture, you try to go and look through history to see if white people were actually started that culture first. You always do that shit. Really? Vikings started braids before Africans? Get the fuck out of here. They always do that shit. They always want to prove you wrong. I'm going to Google it. Well, damn it. We've been telling you.
Haven't we found out that Wikipedia is actually not as accurate as you think? I'm sorry. How many times have we found out that some ain't what it was supposed to be? You want to know why? Because Google is still ran by people. Guess what? People still have emotions. And guess what? Those emotions will be implicated into Google. People, please open this up and stop looking at me crazy because I do this and you refuse to open yours. God dang it.
You to Google just African and
like shit though, like facts, man. We taught a lot of people how to. There we go. Let's just leave that there. Let's go ahead and have a 7-second Mississippi, just like when we played scrimmage football in the alleys. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. I'm sacking your ass. It's a lot of shit. So it's a difference, my G. And that's what I hate when we try to conflate this shit. Stop it, please, people. Let's get back to the video. It don't have to be February. It don't have to be Father's Day. That's right. I'm going to talk about the we supposed to talk about when we supposed to talk about it, which should be every day. Don't they do it? Okay, now. I forgot. I love us, but I didn't.
African American history, and you won't do that. But when you want to enjoy somebody's culture, especially black culture, and we say, hey, could you not fuck with that shit? You'll look something up and give us false fucking history. So that's where that black girl was coming from. So now she's interviewing different black people to say, is there anything wrong with me wearing braids? But of course, some black women said, yeah, you can wear those braids, because black folks, we're very forgiving.
Here comes that devil's advocate, people. All right, are we ready? Let me go ahead and hit my disclaimer because some people might not be ready for this. Y'all ready? All right, you ready? You ready, my sisters? You ready? You ready? You ready? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My sisters, there is a double edge to this sword. No, this is not a one-sided blade. It's a double edge. When I see my darkest of my sisters wearing bleach blonde straight wigs, I then say, can we really get mad at them for having cornrows every once in a while? Hold on. I told you we're going to have that tough talk. I told you we're going to have a tough talk, right? So hold on. So until the day that my sisters 100% in their fullness only rock, well, at least listen, I'm not talking about if you get a wig. I'm not talking about if you get tracks or extensions. The fact is, I recognize that women are so multifaceted in fashion. Man, I love how my sisters are able to just switch that look up. That shit is sexy. I shit you not. Do not get it twisted. Stay right here. Don't get it twisted. What I'm saying in particular is, if you're going to go ahead and put everything on your scalp that resembles nothing of what's African, black, don't get mad at Whoa Vicky for having cornrows. I'm just saying, am I wrong? Or are we just having a conversation? Matter of fact, let's just do this because we are the lambs. Respect to the family. Let's just take a quick moment and sit on that one. Sometimes I like to just sit just for a second. We got some embarrassing moments too, people. Only thing I'm saying is that I hate when I do one of these. You want to know why? You want to know what one of these consists of? Look, yeah, see, one go that way. How many go back towards me? I don't like it because it's always just 3 more that point back at me and my own. And I always want to have the best ammo as possible to represent my own and defend us. But when I know that there's endless clips out there that I cannot defend, what am I to say besides, Your Honor, just don't give them the chair. Please, life without parole. Bare minimum. Okay? I know you're not going free. You're not walking for the rest of your days. But can we at least spare him the chair? I'll be trying my best to go ahead. What? See, there we go with that. Okay, all right. What? Guinness? Hold on. Okay. I want to okay. Let me slow down. Okay. Omelette du fromage. I told you every time you type French, that's all I'm going to say. I don't know what that is. All right. All right. Hold on.
That's
Guinea.
bumper clock.
Omelette du fromage.
Like Wiki is Bumbleclot.
I know that. I'm messing with them. Can I mess with my peoples?
I mean,
can I just joke with them? One more again for the win since somebody want to interrupt my jokes. Omelette du fromage. Ah, man. Y'all better learn that DCPG flavor, man. Listen, mumbo sauce is sweet and spicy. Listen, so we gonna be nice when we gonna spice that shit up. You better know what mumbo consists of, goddamn. It's sweet and spicy.
I didn't log into you. I don't even have no picture. I just have to leave you with the blank. The blank.
I don't like the blank. Yeah, we're gonna fix that, fam.
Not fix that. Not come inside my avatar. Not come inside my avatar and try to rearrange
I'm just saying
furniture.
No, I would come
inside my avatar.
No, we're not even gonna do that. I would come inside the avatar if you had one, ma'am.
No, I need to.
I came inside a blank space. It's just white walls. I think I'm in a padded room. Oh, there she go. There she go. She gonna fix it. Shout out to the family, man. Salute to the family. I appreciate everybody being in here. What? Snoop started that dog shit. Okay. Oh, you talking about shizzle. Yeah, the dog shizzle, like for shizzle my nizzle. It's bugging me because I love dogs and buds, not boyfriends. Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, what just happened? What just happened? Hold on. Listen, here it is. I think I got the best weed on planet Earth. Somebody apparently just topped my ass. Wait. So Snoop started. Shiz it. It's bugging me because I love dogs. It's going in 3 different. You know what? I'm gonna read this and we're gonna go to a commercial break. And this commercial break that I'm getting ready to go into, that is going to be brought to you by things that confuse me. So, Snoop started that dog shit shizzle. It's the shizzle, not the shizzit, the shizzle. All right. It's bugging me because I love dogs. Okay. Now, when we say dogs in the way in which you spelled it, now I'm just messing with you. Just stay with us. If you're gonna type it, I'm gonna pull it up. Okay, so that's like my dog, like my homie. So you said I love dogs. You mean rough? Or I'm confused right now. Okay, so all right, then we got a comp. All right, so ass buds. I'm lost. Can you help me?
Okay, hold up.
I'm trying to hey, look, didn't we just talk about parables and riddles? Hey, no bullshit. Then so I'm gonna read this shit again. I ain't never had such a more confusing statement in my life. This shit is off the chain. Hold on now. I'm gonna have to snip. Yeah, okay, snapshot this. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Nah, fuck it. This feel like one of them scenes off of Saw. You gotta try to figure your way out of this maze. Snoop started that dog shizzit. Pause. It's bugging me because I love dogs, but it's the way it's spelled. Pause. Ass buds. Pause. Not boyfriends. Pause. End of message.
What?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody, this commercial break is brought to you by what do you want to do tonight?
What do you want to do tonight?
The same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
The Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice, their genes have been spiced. They're Pinky and the Brain. Before each night is done, their plan will be unfurled by the dawning of the sun. They'll take over the world. They're Pinky and the Brain. Yes, Pinky and the Brain. Their twilight campaign is easy to explain. To prove their mousy worth, they'll overthrow the earth. They're Pinky and the Brain. Nerf!
What are we reading? Help me out. That's a maze. That's a maze. What? Hold on. What? You want a bucket? No, bump that. How about this? You know what? I real deal. I'm dead ass. I'm serious. I'm a man of my word. Explain to me what this means, and I'll send you this bucket for free. I'll pay the shipping and handling and everything. I shit you not. Just get a P.O. box. I don't need your address. I'm not playing. I'm dead ass. I will send you this hat. I'll even autograph it. I'm going to sign the inside. That's right. I'm going to sign it, and I'm going to autograph it. I'm going to spray it with my best cologne. I'm going to send it to you. What does this mean? Melly?
What does what mean? Why would you ever put anybody on my forehead clothes?
Nah, listen, because I want them to know that this hat came from me. All right. I have a signature. Okay.
What did the hat have to do with you putting my forehead in people's eye like that?
What? Because, no, well, first of all, before we even get to the hat, no, bump that. See, there you go. There you go. Skipping steps. Yeah, I pay attention. No, bring that shit back. Bring it back, woman. Okay? Answer this shit. What does that mean?
Maybe it means someone is smoking that Gucci.
Thank you. God damn. I was just waiting for an answer. Now we can get back to the video. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. The time right now is 2:38 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. And I thank you all so much for watching. Sometimes all a man wants is just a quick answer. Thank you for answering. I just was waiting. I just didn't know. I just didn't know.
We let you rock our shit. Here's the thing. It's the disrespect of black folks. That is why someone says, why are you wearing it? It's like when I see white folks.
Ah, shit. Shout out to the biggest troublemaker in the goddamn DMV. Everybody give it up for Sugar Bomb. Everybody give it up. Give it up for Sugar Bomb's ass. It's enough. She don't get to hold it. Applause. Behave yourself over here, Sugar Bum. Behave yourself, because I know how you get when you get to getting frisky. Sugar Bum, we're talking about white people having black folks' hair, but at the same time, I'm talking about how the sisters will go around and be jet black with an all blonde, white, straight. Wrong, Sugar Bum. I'm just trying to figure this out, goddammit. I'm just trying to figure this out. What's going on? What's going on, beloved? What's up, beloved? Salute to the family.
With dreads, you see them with the locks. I go, take that shit off. Why are you fucking with our shit? It's like you don't respect us. You don't respect us. You only want to deal with black folks when it's fun.
Okay, hold on. Here we go with that shit again. I'm stone cold sober, much to my charging. All right. Okay, we got more Jesus parables in the building. Let's get back to the video. Sugar Bone, what you talking about? What? White people don't own Hey, nah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Look, stop, Sugar Bone. Stop. Let's go.
Like Paul Mooney said, everybody wants to be a nigga until it's time to be a nigga. You know, you want all the fun that comes out of being black. But when it comes to mass incarceration, when it comes to the unnecessary killing of black people by cops, when it's being harassed, y'all don't say a fucking word.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
When it's time to party with us, you want to enjoy all the black music. You want to enjoy the jazz, the hip hop, the rock and roll. You want to, the reggae, all the American music that is black created. You want to enjoy that. But God forbid if we try to ask you for humanity, you're like, what the fuck? Move on. And I guess they made a statement. You know, cultures are meant to be shared. Cultures are meant to be shared.
Melissa, do you agree? Are cultures meant to be shared? Or are cultures meant to be respected in a segregated fashion? As in, observe but don't touch. Yeah, that's right. You ever go into a museum? You can look at it all day. Don't touch that. You even got armed guards who just sit around in suits looking like bailiffs in a courtroom. And all their job is to make sure that you look at it, but you don't touch it. Do you believe that the whole look but don't touch should apply for our culture just as much as it applies for every other damn culture?
No, because I want Italian food and French food and African food and Jamaican food and all that. You know what I mean?
You're missing the point.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. This is why I feel like, look, on some real shit, here's why I feel like I can
talk your shit, girl. Talk your shit, girl.
Why I feel like I can only go so far. Because obviously my bloodline ain't but too many people away from somebody laying up under somebody that wasn't black. You feel me? And I don't know if that was under the context of rape. I have grandchildren who are my color. I can't imagine going 3-4 generations back and telling my grandmother, if I was to so happen that find out that she was white, that you can't be my grandmother, or you can't wear cornrows, or you can't teach me nothing, or you can't. I don't know how my grandmama was raised. She, again, might have been adopted by black people. That is her culture.
Is it possible this story is true? Yes, it is. You're right. It's fact.
You got me there. You got me there. You got me there.
Being said, I honestly can't go to somebody. Do I think that people make fun of and take advantage of us? And yeah. But can I say that of a whole race or culture of people? No, because I'm curious about stuff. I walk around with Chinese chopsticks in my hair and Moroccan kaftans on and things of that nature that are not. And I can't imagine somebody running up to me because it's me paying homage to the beauty of that culture for me. But I do understand some people mock it. But for me, I'm paying homage to that culture. I can't imagine somebody running up to me and cussing me out while I'm thinking I'm paying homage to your culture. I might have been raised in your culture. So yeah, I don't feel like I have a fair answer for that. I'm not going to be on the black hand side. I'm only a couple
Fine,
summers.
fine. All right, so everybody, real quick, while we continue this conversation, just in case you're wondering,
I'm
Smitty
making a
is
cup
the
of
one.
ice cream. Carry
Smitty
on.
is the one with the red French hat on right there. My oldest sister Kim is holding me, and I'm in between her and my aunt Cynthia. That's me right there with the red hat. All right, so that's my whole family. That's Uptown Northwest DC. Let's get money. No bullshit. I'm just
That
trying
was
to
like
take
a
the
picture
fact
of
that you
Hayes Point.
did.
That was a
I come
Hayes
from
Point.
a large family. I come from a really big family. And so I get it. So it's like I'm saying, do you see the hair? Do you see the hair in this picture? I pulled it up for a reason. So I understand that. I'm just saying that I'm one of the ones, I really don't come from that background of we got all that mixture. I real deal like this right here. That's where I come from. That's all I'm saying. So I get it, but I don't get it. And I think it should be respected that some of us just don't know how to identify. That's all I'm saying. So if I pull something up and I'm like, you know what? Listen, I don't come from that. I come from this, right? Right? I come from this. Me and my mother. Look at my mother's hair, right? Me and my father, right? My point is, everything about me is not anything of any of that mixed. So some of us, Melissa, like we not, you know what I'm saying? Some of us just we gonna be like, nah, I'm straight from this. Like that is everything that I am, and that's okay to be. I'm not even on the like judgmental aspect of it. But I'm more so like, yo, like I do recognize how everybody wants to fake, like basically everybody wants to get the benefit from coming around us, but don't nobody want to go through that gunfight with us. End of message.
Everybody, though?
End of message.
Everybody. So in the case scenario, like I just said, do you really think, let's just say my grandmother, my direct grandmother was white, right?
Yeah.
And somebody came outside and tried to kidnap the both of us. Do you think in that moment she would use her white privilege and let them take me instead?
My grandmother, my mom's mom, is I didn't know, she's 70 some odd percent. I don't know if it's like Latin Italian, so like she's Latin. She's from the more close to Roman ish. And it's like Italian mixed in. My grandmother's last name is Taliaferro. Her name is Eon Taliaferro Smallwood. She only got the Smallwood because my grandfather that's the Native American. That's what you see. So real quick, right? So I'm just saying, as far as like, yeah, it's a mixture. I have that here too. I do recognize it. I don't deny it. My grandmother's last name is Taliaferro. Her birth name is Eon Taliaferro.
Mm-hmm.
That is not black. That's Italian. Everybody knows that is straight. That's a common Italian name, Taliaferro, and that's my mother's mother.
Yeah, now don't get me wrong.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm all black. All Black Lives Matter, black all the time. Let's put these black clothes on, Black Team, Juneteenth. I'm all of that. But in order for me to be all of that, honestly, I can't deny I can't deny certain parts of me to make me more black. I can't deny what's obviously in your face so that I can be more black. I'm no different than them then. The people who fake like they fuck with us. You're muted.
So my grandmother is, honestly, my grandmother is the same. I'm not joking. My grandmother's the same complexion as Mariah Carey or like Jennifer Lopez almost. Like she's a white. This is my mom's dad. I look more like my granddad than me. I mean, than my father.
You absolutely do.
That's my grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mom's dad. That's grandma's husband. All right. So I know where it comes from with me. Now, him right here, West Virginia, Pamunkey Monacan tribe. That is a black Native American man that went to the North Korean War.
Mm-hmm.
That's his picture when he got drafted to the Korean War.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say I look my history up, I know my history. I know where my family background comes from.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? How you have fun? What? How you have fun with no money? I don't know, because I don't know what it's like to not have fun without money. I don't know. I don't know. Melissa, do you know?
I'm still. I don't think that the question can't be directed towards me.
I don't know where that came from. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know because there's no even possible way you can live where I live without money, let alone have fun. So, so that ends that. All right, my niece's name is, what does that say? Tryon? Is it Tryon or Trion Loan? Trion Loan. Tryon Loan? Trion Loan is a splendid name. Trion is a splendid. I don't know. Sugar Bum, who you talking to? You talking to somebody in the chat going on there? I think Sugar Bum might be going on somebody in the chat, maybe. I don't know. Because she do that shit. Don't worry about it. Let's get back to the video. And with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. But yeah, real talk though. Some of us actually know our lineage. We know exactly where we come from. We know at least enough of what it is that we consist of. That's why I have so much peace, because I'm able to navigate what have those before me been through. Watch this. If I know what my ancestors or those before me been through, at least 4 or 5 to 6 generations before me, anything that I go through that may be of similar, could I really sit up there and be like, you know what? Oh man, nah. I would sit up there and say to myself, hey, those before me came before me and left something. They were only able to leave something because they've been through shit and they didn't let that stop anything that they had going on. Now here it is, I'm in the same position. Most of these folks, the only one I met was my grandfather. I never met nobody else. So those other like 5 lineages before me, I don't even know who they are. But I have the same headspace and attitude as those who came before me, and I never met them. Shh, stop playing with me. Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Yeah, okay. Now I get it. Sugar Bum, do your thing. Don't mind that, Melissa. Sugar Bum's having chat wars again. That's what she does. Let's get back to the video.
Why do they always come up with that line? When people don't want you in their culture because of you bastardizing them and treating them like shit, you all of a sudden you say, oh, cultures are supposed to be shared. Yeah, when you want to share them, when people don't want you in them, now they're supposed to be shared. But when they were sharing it with you in the first place, you were putting them down. There's history of this shit. We can talk about Native Americans in Canada and in
Even right there. I just showed y'all a picture. Look at them. Look at him. That's a Native American. He's 89%. I literally can go get my grandfather's obituary right now, and it speaks about it. He is 89% Black Native American. Does he look anything like that picture in which it is you see right there? Does he? Okay. They don't never want to show us. They don't want to show us. 89% Native American from this plantation, from here. That's why I say my peoples weren't from Africa. I don't come from that. That's why I always get from people, you have different exotic features. I never understand it. I think I look like regular niggas. I'm always told that I have different features that people see that's from somewhere. I don't know where that somewhere else is from if I say I'm from here. I don't know. Melissa, could you help me with that a little bit? Now I'm talking about as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like how it like, how do you know the difference between when you see somebody who's African descent and African American descent? That's my point. Yeah. Like what is it? Usually I can tell by the head shape.
I was going to say sometimes it's
something about that dome.
It's features. But then going back to the beginning, it's features. But suppose you have a multicultural individual. It's a lot of people I thought were mulatto and they were Spanish, or I thought they were Spanish and they were mulatto, because the mixture made them look like they were Hispanic, of Hispanic descent, so on and so forth. If you slightly tan with curly hair, are you Jewish? Are you Italian? Are you Greek? Are you, you know what I mean? Middle East, like you get into a lot of things trying to judge people just based off of what they look like. But yeah, there are some cultures that are very rich in their heritage, and when you see them, you like, yeah, you're a part of blah blah blah. But you may walk up on them and be dead ass wrong. If I looked at this picture right here, I would almost think these were Asians. This black and white picture of these Native Americans, they damn near look Asian.
What you say, Sugar Bomb? Africans got strict
hair features. Got strict.
Leave people alone. Leave people alone, Sugar Bomb. Stop. Leave people alone. Hey, you wild for that. Shout out to the native, man. Shout out to the native.
In America, where you took Native American children from their homes so that you can whitewash them. You did it in Asia. You've done it all around the world. You've colonized Africa. You've colonized India, all these places, and you've whitewashed a lot of shit. And now when you...
Big facts. Nah, that's a big fact. Thank you. Like, it's strong. Nah, but watch this, though. You know what else? You know, some people don't know, like really say, I'm not saying it's none. I do know, I know African brothers that have facial hair. Most Africans don't grow full beards. Now, it makes sense because of where they come from. Let's really think about it. African Americans, because of where we are, where we've been bred, that's why you got niggas who will have a face like mine. Most Africans, Sugar Bomb, how many Africans you seen with that naked face that you can't trust? Let me shut up. Let me shut up.
I mean,
participate in them. You expect...
I never heard that.
My bad. Go ahead.
I never heard that. Respectfully.
Are you serious? You don't know that most... It makes sense. They're from a
I have never heard that a man with full facial hair was only because of where he lived at, and I'm gonna leave it.
Yes. No. You got to recognize something. All right, so watch this. All right, so going back on history, right? Watch this. Very simple. Let's go ahead and take a time travel. Black people, dead ass. I want you to pay attention. Black people, our hair grows out and up, aka the afro, out and up. You want to know why? Because of where we are. Where we are, generally geographically located, it grows out and up. That's reaching for the sun. Okay, we just like plants do. Our hair do just like plants do. It grows out and up and it reaches for the sun. It doesn't grow down. Now wait, we're also usually less hairier. You do have black men that got a hair, whatever, but no, generally we're not like white folks with that hairy ass back like Neanderthal. No, we're not. It's a fact. It is a damn fact, and I'm not playing no games with nobody today. White folks, and I'm just saying geographically, their hair, now watch, now just as much as I said our hair grows out and up, our nostrils are also thicker and wider. Why? Because where we are is hotter climate. It's an adaptation so that we can breathe. Bro, when it's that much heat, you need to breathe. You know, white folks got a thinner nostrils. Their hair grows down and they're usually more hairy. Why? Because of colder climate. Okay, it's just like the woolly mammoth and the elephant. Woolly mammoth. Have you ever seen a picture of a woolly mammoth in an African safari? No. Where do you see them? It looks like it's somewhere in Alaska. God damn it. Have you ever seen a picture of a regular elephant in Alaska? No, because you're not. They're not adapted to it. You see, everything is biologically, genetically made, and we got to recognize that. The fact is, we generally, our skin is more prone to go ahead and handle sun. That's why we don't burn and peel. We just get more glistening and beautiful in that summertime. God, we look gorgeous. We look gorgeous in the summer. Stop playing with me. We're gorgeous in the summer. That's why our hair grows out and up, because it's reaching for the sun. That's why our nostrils are wider. Okay, this is all geographically a fact of science. You cannot survive in certain climates. If our nostrils were how it is and our being less hairy and skin growing out and up to the sun and we growing up in Alaskan mountains, nigga, we wouldn't be here. It's just a fact, okay? And I'm only using the animals as an example because that's a fact. Everything in life adapts to where it is. Polar bears are designed the way they are because of their environment. An iguana is set up the way it is to adapt to its environment. Find the iguana next to penguins and find the polar bear next to a lion. I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out. You got the floor, sis. Before I push play. I'm just saying.
And the dynamics of both, and polite. I mean, respectfully, you generally give me the first response, so I'd never know about circling back. But nonetheless, it's exactly that. It is exactly that. But somewhere in the middle, there is a scramble. People, Neanderthals, have slept with Negroes, and so you got a blend of folks in the middle that honestly don't. We have to pick a culture.
You got a point. You got a point. Okay.
We have to pick a culture. It ain't. I'm too black to be white to some, and too white to be black to others. So for people like me, it don't get to be that black and white. We gray to a lot of people. So then you have literally within our community, dark skin and light skin wars.
Facts. I talked about it. Facts.
And people assuming a certain thing about a certain people or a certain female. Me, for instance, even in relationship or even in meeting men, some men will literally say, oh, I ain't know if I could talk to you because light-skinned women they be bougie. And you still can't talk to me just because that's what you thought. Like, what are we talking about?
Nah.
I can't help who laid down and had me. I had nothing to do with who my mama opened her legs to. This was not my choice. This is what I was born into. And for some people, even when you're born into being European and white, maybe that just ain't fitting. You like, nah, this ain't my culture. I ain't with the shits. Y'all go ahead. I will die on the sword with these people. These are my cousins, third, fourth removed. This is Eminem and whatever. I'm not saying he really going to die on the sword. I don't know. I've never propositioned him, and I don't know who has.
Okay.
Removing him from that, but I don't know. Will my all-white cousin be like, oh, well, excuse me. No, my name's Chad. I don't know her. I don't know. I hope not. Someone will
Hey, stop playing. All right, okay. You got a good point there. So, are you saying from that perspective is that we're basically disconnected? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying we're really divided even amongst ourselves.
Okay.
And it's not just that we're fighting black and white. We're literally fighting light skin and dark skin, even on the inside. So even if I say fuck all the other cultures and people, I'm going to be with my people. They still going to be like, yeah, but you light skin versus dark skin. So,
but you know how, but see, look, this is the weird part.
For me, that's all I know. Does the hair color look natural on me? And will it look different on somebody that's dark skinned? Can I only wear this color because I'm light skinned? Like, what the fuck?
You're going in, people. We just getting started. We are just
maybe my hair is extremely fine because of my ancestry, and I would love to have locks. But suppose my hair is so fine and so thin that it don't hold a lot. Does that make me less ethnic? I would love to have them. My hair don't do that. Am I counted out? Am I less black? Less nigga? Does a black man want me less? Am I less accepted? Are my kids less? Fuck. Yeah.
I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Same children.
Yeah, for me, a lot of these conversations are different.
I love that shit though. Again, we need to have the talks at time. We about to switch it up. We got one more topic after this. This is just this topic. We getting through this video, girl. Stop playing with me. Oh yeah, you already know how I do. What we're gonna do real quick is, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a very, 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 very quick commercial break, and this commercial break is brought to you by. Who is it brought to you by? I'm going to see who was brought to us by. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and do this one right here. This commercial break is brought to you by yours truly. Why not? Shit, I might as well do it.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Hold my ground, never run, understand to overcome. Golden child, God sent me, I'm the chosen one. Understand lone stars, focus like an artist on. Concrete when I write, damn right the hardest one. When I bleed, lava leaks, cause I'm hotter than the sun. Trying to stack a whole loaf, cause I'm tired of eating crumbs. Can't speak peace around me, you better watch your tongue. Yeah, I'm cool, but I wreck, beat you like a set of drums. Kirking out, busting off, kinda like a loaded gun. Rhymes like morphine, cause I be the dopest one. And I'm keeping it real. CPG's what I rap, but I'm keeping it real. All you perpetrating, hating niggas head for the hills. I got some DC gorillas that'll eat your grill. During this time of Babylon, the beef is real. Understand that the beef is real. Yeah.
All right, now let's go ahead and get back to the video. And with that being said, I digress.
Hold on, pause. Don't even start that video. I have 2 things to show you that couldn't have had more perfect timing. You ready?
What? Please go ahead. What are you showing me? Hold on. Let me go ahead.
With permission, this is my granddaughter.
Hi.
You understand what I'm saying to you? Gray-eyed granddaughter. This, is her mother with this blonde ass hair.
Respect.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I can only go so far in this fight, baby. Because I don't see it as that plain. And they daddy more chocolate than you.
Mm-hmm.
And my mama is darker than me. And my father is your complexion.
And that's and listen, this is what I want.
This is black magic to me. Not shade.
And this is what I want to open up.
You over here stealing.
My Aunt Cassandra. My Aunt Cassandra is my dad's sister. She's your complexion with hazel eyes. Now, she's the only one out of 8 out of 9. Thing is this. We've always tried to figure it out. There are certain ones of us that just have certain course of hair. We're like, where'd that come from? There are certain ones of us that just have certain textures, you know what I'm saying, of features. Where does that come from? My point is, I've noticed we have gone through so much discussion about who is this, who is that, what is this, what is that. Now, I've looked up my lineage. I know where I come from and I stand firm in it. But you know what I also know? Everything of my lineage, it comes from what I showed you the other night from Pangea. Do you remember how I showed you how everything connected? Remember that? I showed Pangea for a reason. The reason why I showed Pangea is because I wanted to make it clear. Even though once upon a time, yes, everything was one mass, look at everywhere we see in life. So when you show me grandbaby girl, much salute to the young princess. When you show me your daughter, much salute to the young princess, who's now a queen. I want you to recognize that I'm seeing, because I have it in my own family. We have this everywhere. It's everywhere. It's not just one location. Remember on the show with Soap and all of us that night, what did I say? We've been around the world. And that's the main point I've been trying to get out. Like, so
There was a go ahead.
So to land it. And I want you to say what you got to say. I'm just trying to help guide the audience. I'm going to finish this. You say what you got to say. We're going to get back to the video. Take your time. When I say that we are all over the world, that's been forever. There's never been a time we haven't been places. Okay? So we need to cut this whole thing of it's just Africa. No, it's not. That's my point. And we have, she showed her children, all of that. We have endless examples of it's not just Africa. So when you keep trying to talk to me about just Africa, I'm like, no, we've been around the world since the world split up. Once upon a time, we were all one whole connection. And then it split up. When it split up, that's when we all of a sudden got divided. Although now we got divided, although we the same color. How we still the same color? But yet the landmass, the tectonic plates, it's called tectonic plates, started to shift because it happens every so often throughout the earth. I'm going to say this because it's important. Y'all don't get it. Landmass will always shift and change. That don't mean the landmass changing means that the people have changed. No, it's just now we're in a different location and we got to reside here, and somehow or another things will change. I digress. My mic is muted. You got the floor, beloved.
Okay. You're talking about having children of different shades or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I was saying I wish Rainy was here because I love how they're literally exactly different. They have
my granddaughter she's talking about, although you can't see her. Don't stick her back in though. Oh, look, a bad case of stripes.
Yeah, she did it with yarn. Yeah,
Listen,
my daughters
can I
are different complexions.
Can I say this real quick? I already know. I can see. As long as you are of adult age, you can speak and be on camera. I don't care. I just like to protect the kids.
Yeah, that's what I was just telling her.
That's it. Yeah, so she fine. She can stay here. She can stay here all day. She's of age. What the hell? Come on in. Welcome.
This one, but not her big.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I was saying, I think it's really cool. My daughters are two different complexions. My oldest daughter is brown like my dad, and my younger daughter is light skinned like my mom. I love that for them because I feel like when they grow up, they're going to have different ends of the spectrum. And when they were younger, they had different hair textures. They now have different eye colors, but they still have like their features. They still have the same smile. Like they still look just alike. I love that for them because I feel like, and I really love it for me, honestly, because I just feel like I have the most top tier daughters in every lane. But I think a lot about when they get older because a lot of the outside world, you know, they do different comparisons with different complexions and things of that nature. So I try now, or not I try, I do, even before my second daughter was born, make sure that I let my daughter know, like, she is the best. She's beautiful. Don't never let nobody tell her different, because I'm trying to prepare her for the fact that when she gets older, it's probably inevitable. People are going to compare her to her sister, especially because her sister is high yellow. You know?
Mom, if you don't mind, switch seats with Princess.
Oh, snap.
Switch seats. Yeah. Yeah, we're going. Yeah.
I left my glasses.
Oh, scoot.
Slide over, mama.
Yeah, I wanna holler at her. I wanna
Not to.
see if we can go ahead and get some overstanding.
I just stay
Okay,
over
you
there.
ready?
Maybe put my shoulder.
All right.
Let my shoulder lean in.
Okay. All right. So
Put the you. I was here.
let me ask you a question. All right. So we're good now, mind you. Now, welcome to the Lighthouse. I want to go ahead. I want to set the tone. Okay. All right. I want to set the tone. Boom. All right. I want you to feel comfortable. So
No, you're fine.
So here we go. Now, this is what I want to know. First and foremost, question number one: how much of what your mother has taught you do you implicate in how you raise your own kids today? Let's start there.
All of it.
Okay.
All of it. I do things a little bit differently because I try to have my approach be just a little softer.
Okay.
Not that mom was too crazy, but having lived with my grandma as an adult, I realized she really just didn't know no better. So my grandma, sometimes she just goes from 0 to 1,000,000. I think she could be overstimulated, and that comes out with the kids. And I think my mom, which I do with my kids a lot, just so like her first instinct is to protect us. So a lot of time, you know, whether it be with children, it be your dog, it be yourself, anything, like if you see something going on and you wanted to stop real quick to avoid somebody being hurt, you just kind of go straight out a little bit more aggressive or louder to get their attention, so that, because, you know, in those moments, we can't be moving slow. If the baby is walking towards the oven, not paying no attention, and she finna flip a hot pot on herself, all that, sweetie, please. Like, no, you need to be like, yo. So she turned around and leave. Now, I was saying that to say that that's how mom was with us. And now that I'm on the back half of that, because I'll be 28 next month. I'm on the back half of that. I am realizing, like, she really wasn't yelling for no reason. She really wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, she probably was overstimulated. Like, she done been at the job all day, came home.
Went to another job.
It's a spoon in the sink. Like, she's gonna flip out. There's 3 kids here. Y'all could have took the chicken out. You know what I'm saying? So I try to remember that and just take that. But I feel like 100% of what she showed us, to the point where I was the age that my children are now. And I'm already knowing that as they get older, I'll be doing the same thing, because I have a younger sister that just turned 20. I have a younger sister that's about to be 25. And I say certain things to them that I know mom has said to us, but it probably goes right over their head because it's mom talking. You know what I mean? But I'm only 3 years older. So I try to even learn from that and take how mom talked to us with that, even when I'm talking to my baby sisters that are not that much younger than I am. All to say, because she meant well. And she knew she meant well, and she knew what she was talking about. So I try to make sure that I do that, so that I am raising my children in the best light possible, because it's my end goal to make sure that my children have a childhood that they do not have to spend their adulthood recovering from. I'm not saying that's what I'm doing, but I'm just saying I want to make it as soft as possible, and I want to
So let
learn.
me ask you
from
this. Let me
children's
ask you
things.
this. Let me ask you this, just to
Yes,
keep the
sir.
conversation flowing. Absolutely. Much respect to you. Much respect to you.
Thank you.
All right. So I would like to ask you this. All right. How much? All right. So let's just say we divided that. Let's just say we made an almond, one of them, what's that? Arnold Palmer's. Okay. So we make an Arnold Palmer out of this, right? A half and half lemonade iced tea. All right. So half of what it is that you implicate with your children today at 28, what is the half of that you give from what your mother gave you in your upbringing? Not even just her, just whoever was the elders in your life, aunts and everything, uncles, you name it. How much do you implicate in that 50%? And what is your personal 50% that you have go ahead and you say, you know what, I got to tweak this for myself?
I'm gonna say almost the same as before. I really do try to pull from all of my experiences where I was around safe adults, we used to call them, or grown-ups. That's my lashes. Grown-ups that I know, meant me well and that were trying to protect me. So I use all of those things, from my favorite uncle, my favorite aunties, my dad, my Mimi, just different experiences that I can pull from all of them, where I can think and say, you know what, I could utilize this in my own parenting. What I have tried to tweak is my approach, and not necessarily because all of those people had aggressive approaches, but just because I know personally, the Lord is not through with me yet on my patience. So I just really have to try to make sure that I do things in a soft way when I'm talking to my children. And my half of it is making sure that they are positive, without shadow of a doubt. Mommy loves me, and everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm saying to them, everything that I'm trying to teach them is all because I love them and I want them to flourish in life in whatever they do. Something as small to other people as manners. My children in July will be 9 and 7. My youngest will be 2 next month. Even she says yes, ma'am, because I don't play like that. But that's also something that I took from my mom, because my mom don't play like that. My Mimi
So
don't
let
play
me
like
ask you this. Let me ask you this. This is the main thing that I wanted to go ahead and get to more than anything. All right. So I would like to know this. I wanted to make sure that I gave the platform and the floor for you to go ahead and expand upon everything that you have learned, and you being the youth of today, right? And the reason why I love to, all right,
I'm the youth.
And the reason why I love to highlight you is because you actually are a perfect example that not all of the youth don't respect the elders. So my question to you is this. Now that we got through that part, why do you think that most of those who are of your generation and your age do not have your headspace? What separates you? You have the floor.
I think it's a complex answer, but it's also a simple answer. Very, 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 very simple. I think something simple like my parents, because they didn't play and they made sure that we knew that. So I make sure that I don't play like that. Even if I didn't have children, I would still make sure that I was being polite to people on a daily basis and things of that nature. I think that a lot of my generation got lackadaisical with manners, first of all, and respect, and then everything else kind of just trickles down. And I personally believe it has a lot to do with parents not implementing it enough, or everything these days is just a little bit more.
No, wait. It's okay. It's okay, young beloved. It's okay,
young beloved is crazy.
I am
young
going to help.
Crazy.
I got you.
That's my answer, though. That's what I really think.
No, wait.
Just fell off from respect.
I got you. No. It's I want you to tell me, you personally, What do you believe? All right. Without
Okay.
going too far off with it, I want you to keep it honed in. I got you. We're going to got it. What exactly is it with you that you are in your mentality separate from most of who you know are your peers? You know, most of your homegirls, most of your homeboys, whoever, your bros, all of that, they don't have that mentality. What is it about the simple fact that you, knowing the upbringing in which you came from, you still were able to maintain that within yourself? I want you to speak about you, not life. See, that's what I want you to do. Okay. Focus on you. Talk about yourself. And I want you to tell us what makes you separate from the rest of your peers only.
I prioritize trying to be the person that I want to be.
Now we on to something.
Yeah.
Keep
The
going.
person that I want to be in the future, the person that I want to be internally. And I know I'm already that in the future. I just have to get there. And now is the time to make sure that I'm putting in that work. So that's me working on myself, making sure that I'm feeding myself positively, making sure that I'm being a good example for my children, making sure that I'm not doing the same things right now that I was doing when I was 25, 24, 23. And those things are extremely important to me because I am very much aware that whether I'm here or not, time is going on. And I'm not trying to look up and be 2 years from now, I'm 30. And I'm like, dang, I had a list of stuff I wanted to do by the time I was 30. And I knew it and had all the resources and didn't get anything done. That's probably it. I want to make sure for myself that I'm being the best that I can be. I cannot be stagnant. It would be, I can't do that. Even when I felt like I just want to chill. I don't really want to do nothing. Like life is beating me up. Like I have children. I have children that I have to make sure that everything is perfect for as far as it can be for them. So I think I want to say, yeah, just knowing who I want to be as I mature. And I have a way different mindset now than I did before. However, just knowing that the ball is going to keep rolling either way. The ball is going to keep rolling. Life is going to go on. Time is going to go on. If I lose my job, they're going to replace me. You know, heaven forbid something happened to me. Time is going to go on. And I need to make sure that I'm filling up that time doing the things that are going to really mean something in the long run. Not necessarily getting the freshest clothes and all this other jazz, but making sure that I'm doing things that when I am gone and people look back on my life or my children, they can be, you know, proud of those things. But even more so, more importantly, things that I can be proud of for myself. I know people my age that's still doing the exact same thing we was doing in high school, and I graduated 10 years ago. That's absurd. I can't operate that way. I didn't see my parents operating that way. I don't see, you know, my grandparents operating that way. Both of my grandparents are well over, what's Mimi, 70? My other grandma is 80. Still, you know, getting things done. That's how I want to be. And now is the groundwork. I feel like when I was younger, I thought that 28 would be old and your life has to be together. But now that I'm 28 or I'm about to be 28, it's like, dang, we really are just still figuring it out.
You know, I had, you know, my daughter, my child, she was born when I was 28. So, you know, that was that was such a moment. So I want to ask you this one last question before I ask Mama to get back on camera and we continue the show. Okay, so this is the last question. And I appreciate you for pulling up. All right. I appreciate you, young beloved. Thank you. With you knowing everything that you know and your vision on the world. So while I ask you this question, I just want you to picture everything that you would want to be, but you would want it to be. Now, hone it down into one thing. If you could go ahead and just push a button and make one thing in the Black community perfect, what would that one part of our community be? And why did you choose to push the button for that particular place?
One thing in the Black community that I would want to be crystal clear perfect is unity. I feel like there's a lot of us that are divided, and I think there's enough people that come against us as a whole that it would just be a lot less internal conflict, just in the community in general, if we could get on the same page about some things. I think that it's realistically, it's unrealistic because some people just refuse to think outside of certain minds.
Wait. One second, young beloved. 1 second. What was that you said you want to change?
I would want everybody to be unified as much as possible.
No. In the space of what is to be narrowed down to, that would be very vague. So
Okay.
unified. So watch this. Okay. So you know what people would say to that that's listening, right? They would say, so hold on. So how do you mean that? How are we supposed to get there? Right. So I want you to once again hone in on one thing. So watch this. Okay. So if somebody was to ask me that question, I'll go ahead and set the example. I'll set the tone.
Girl.
All right. So Smitty, if there's one thing that you can make perfect in the Black community, what would that be? What would you tackle that is of the biggest issue? I'm honestly going to say to this very moment, I'm so tussling between the homeless crisis and mental health. A lot of what we see that we need a lot of assistance in our community, in my personal opinion, is mental health and homelessness. Now, I'm going to reiterate the question one more again for the win. Shout out to the young beloved. If you were able to go ahead and make one thing perfect in the Black community, what would it be? Violence, homelessness, abortions, I don't know, you name it. I want you to pick something that's a true concern to you and you only, that you could push the button for. F everybody else. This is your question.
I'm not 100% sure how to articulate it. Maybe y'all can help me. But whatever that avenue of the Black community is where they know assault is going on, regular assault, sexual assault is going on, and whatever makes them feel like they have to sweep it under the rug or protect abusers, that needs to be addressed. And it needs to be crumpled up and thrown out the door, because that's probably
victim protection. So basically, those who are victimized protection for the most part. I got you. Those who definitely have been through abuse. You want to open up the doors more so for those who have gone through very, very harsh relationships, divorces, breakups, the crazy ass ex that like is stalking you, the whole nine. Absolutely. There we go. Thank you, beloved. Now, expand upon that. Take your time, and I appreciate you. There you
go.
Give us the why. Give us the why that's so deep to you. Give us the why.
Yes. It's not, like a secret, but I have been through something similar to it. I have friends that have been through it.
No, wait. I want you to pay attention. Okay. I have to. I don't mean to cut you off.
Okay.
This is YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
whatever it is that you're about to say, because I am one that loves to protect my own, please be very mindful. Give us the story, but be careful. Okay.
Right. Yes, sir.
All right. That nothing more. Rock
Overall, that action of protecting somebody that you know is someone who assaults people in any way. If they're known to do this and they're protected, that makes those people feel like very powerful. And it makes the people who are their victims feel the total opposite. And that is a breeding ground for depression, anxiety, mental health issues that some people just don't recover from. Like that is I think, I don't know, because I've never been the type of person that wants to protect an abuser. However, if the people that are protecting the abuser are their family, and we're taught from a very young age that family is very important, they're all you got, family not supposed to lie to you, this, that, and the third, and they're the people that are coddling the abuser, that's even worse for the abuser, because I'm sure they got all kind of stuff going on in their brain where now they feeling like they're okay, or even if they're not, they're feeling like they're protected, or, I'm not getting in trouble with the people I really care about, so why would I care about what the victim feels? And that's only going to make them feel like nobody cares. And that's, like I said, that's a nasty tree with all kind of trifling roots just waiting to be dug up, or it's just laying down at the bottom. Some people suppress it, things of that nature. You get years down the line and it bubbles up, or you're angry. I learned in therapy that angry is really the last emotion. You have all these other layers under it. It's just a breeding ground for so many things that could come of it that are dangerous to your mind, dangerous to your body, dangerous to relationships, dangerous when you're just trying to live your life and you can't get through anything because you've had these traumatic experiences. And when you're very young, it's difficult to say something anyway. And then think how hard and difficult it must be to swallow down the nervousness to even say something, and then you say something and everybody brushes it off because that's Uncle so-and-so, and Uncle so-and-so could never.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you're grown, 16, 17, 18. People have their whole phase or whatever they be having going on. And it's just all of this trauma that, if my child says, hey, such and such touch me, I'm going to believe my child first. And I think that is insane that in our community, sometimes people don't do that. Heaven forbid it was, my brother or my uncle or whatever like that. I love you, but this is the fruit of my womb. I'm going to take their word first. And people just don't do that enough to me. Or they do know, and they just, oh, well, Uncle so-and-so been a little weird. Or you got to take your kids over there and tell your kids, oh, don't go talk to Uncle so-and-so. Don't let me see you with... Like, you shouldn't be like that around your family.
Okay, so I would like to ask you this briefly. Considering you did just say that, okay, so you just kind of extended this. Wow. Because you spoke about something that is very, very important. Everybody, very, very briefly, if you don't mind, if you don't mind, we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna take this quick commercial break, and this commercial break is brought to you by who just stepped into the building. Who was that? Yeah, I know who it is. The face we all know and love. Everybody, give it up for Mr. Best.
Wilson, what are you doing?
Hi, Ho-Tim. I'm just testing my maracas.
Usually when I have mine tested, the doctor makes me turn my head and cough. Happy hour, Wilson?
Okay,
Oh my
so
God. I'm not Wilson.
so real quick, you know
Michael
what?
said that is not Melissa. It is.
Hey, listen, so please stay right there.
I'm not Wilson. I'm not Wilson. That's what I said.
I want her to finish up this last comment, and I don't know why. It's just something about I know about how this all works. I just want to put you in the back. I want you to stay there. I want her to just have the floor and finish what she's saying. Okay, is that okay?
I'm chilling.
I bet. Just stay right there. Now I'm gonna pull you up in like a minute or two. It ain't gonna take that long. I just want to make sure that she gets the floor completely. One moment. I got you. I just want to make sure I got you in here. All right. So let's go ahead and let's just give this a good moment. One moment. So if you were able to go ahead and do that, continue on what you were saying. I want you to finish that up.
I think that was pretty much that was pretty much the wrap of it. Honestly,
That is. Okay.
I think so. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover as far as what I would change and why it's important. Not even just to me, but just why it's important in general.
Okay. All right. Cool beans. If it's okay, I thank you so much. Could you switch with your mama?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bye, y'all.
All right. That's it. That's it.
Right.
Respect to the family. Respect to the family. Hey, listen. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Like that. Nah, hold on. I want to make sure she gets this too, though. Like, it's on the replay and everything. Like, real shit. Real talk. Thank you so much. Thank you, young beloved. We do appreciate, because you know something, a lot of us are older that listen in these spaces and stuff, and it is very refreshing to hear from you all. And it definitely is very much so educational to us as well. So while a whole bunch of people got a whole bunch of narratives and they just say whatever, nah, I got a full-fledged live, 28 years old today, one of our own, speaking on what it really is like. And that's just one perspective. And I promise you, there's nothing new under the sun. There's so many others that absolutely can concur. And even if you don't concur, the information is put to the ether, and that's what we're here for. Thank you again, young beloved. Wow, I appreciate you. So what you got? It's your turn.
Man, what are y'all building on? Because I just stepped in to show support. I literally just woke up, to be honest with you.
I'm not doing shit. Melissa, please go ahead and help him out. Just don't make the face. Don't make the face.
Oh, wow. Please. Too late.
Don't make it. I'm just saying. You know what? Everybody, I think I just gotta take a quick commercial break. And this commercial break is brought to you by times when I need to just distract and go back to my peaceful little hole down with my grapes.
Why are we like this?
I'm just saying, what's really going through my mind is,
wow.
God have mercy upon us.
Okay, so let's just go ahead and try to go ahead and keep it going.
I gotta go to the car.
So what you got, Brody?
He got questions. He want to know what we talking about.
No.
Yeah, what are y'all building on?
No, okay, I tried. Like, what are we doing? So do you want to go ahead and get to the questions?
Sure, ask me anything. I'm here.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you the last question I asked her. She gave her response. I want you to give as the OG, you the OG to what she just said. I bet. I asked her, why do you think that it is basically that the younger generation don't think how she does? What do you think it is that keeps majority of our young warriors and our young intellects? What is it that you think keeps them from being a majority of what we just heard? Why is that such a minority and what we just heard. I couldn't even use this in these spaces because people would say, Smitty, that's an anomaly. You can't use that. That's not even majority of the people in these spaces. And you know how sad that is? You know how sad that is?
Mm-hmm.
You got the floor.
All right. Number one, salute to you, Smitty. Salute to Melissa. Salute to her daughter. Beautiful family picture in the background, by the way. And I'm not old. I'm 25, man. Don't tell nobody. Anyway, no, but let's be serious.
You's a
Yeah,
damn
older.
lie. You 32. Shut up. Everybody, Soap is 32. He lying.
Soap is more than that. But but with that being said, it's the one thing that always stops the youth from doing what they have to do, and I can relate because it stopped me in a lot of ways. Until I just started to get together, and that's just a lack of support and a lack of belief. That young lady expressed, the support that she did have, and the belief that her mom gave her as well, and Lady Melissa's doing a great job. But even as a young person with support and belief, you're still gonna go through stuff. But that belief and that support is major because you're just trying to figure things out. And if you don't have a guideline, you don't have somebody that is a moral conduct of support and love that can guide you, or you're gonna have a rough time. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a real rough time. I know family members who um, have parents, don't have parents, and the ones who have had parents or lost parents, and they could be, my age or older, and yeah, it still bothers them. Just not having that structure with having a parent there or having parents there. So if you don't never have that structure, then yeah, that's why the youth don't turn out the way that I'm gonna call her Mini Melissa turned out. But yeah, I land there. Is
My
it
bad.
me? Oh, there you go.
No, I was talking. I forgot I dropped myself. I was talking while I was backstage. My bad. You know how it is.
hmm
I got a hard time with that. You know why?
What's going
Because
on?
you know, you know why a lot of us, see, look, so let me just say this. We talk so much about dads not being in the home, dads not being in the home. Ah, boy. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and open up a gash. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to go ahead and crack the scab off of it. And we got to reopen this wound so it can re-heal the proper way. I'm sorry. Because it's bullshit. It is. We all come from the same generation. You know how many of my friends I used to go by and hang out with and chill with, and all they had was grandma and a uncle, and maybe like that uncle's son, so like they cousin or something, and that was like they brother for real. Well, no mom or dad. Do y'all not know how many households I grew up and like these guys and these chicks as well, like my sisters as well? It was like just grandma or just auntie adopted. I got friends who adopted, turned out to be awesome people. You know why? Because we keep trying to make it think that it's just the household. We forget. No, we say it starts with the household. If it cannot start with the household, there's an extension. You know why these people who I know personally came up and all they had was grandma and uncle? They ain't had no video games for real. They weren't one of the flyers in school or nothing. They the flyers right now to this very fucking day. You wanna know why? Because it was something about the extension of the community. You didn't just have to have it in your house by itself. Bro, we had community rec leaders. We had teachers in our community. We had like our friends' parents. Do you not know how many of us, like our homies, really cling to our dads? It's a real thing. We don't want to talk about those parts. We only want to make it real blanket and black and white and make it seem like dad wasn't there. That's it. Mom wasn't right. That's it. We never want to talk about the simple fact that we've always had a very, very tight network of a village. I don't throw this up on some Star Wars. I don't know why people keep saying Star Wars. I don't understand where that comes from, because that's this. You see do you notice the difference between this and this? That's somewhere. This is somewhere in space. This is just a village where I come from. It's just a village. And we once had that. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everybody will haul ass if you even begin to say what has really taken place in our communities, and something that we all remember. We all remember this shit. Dog, I did not come up, as much as I say I grew up with my parents, I did not come up with all my friends. Some of the closest people that I'm connected to this very day did not grow up with both their mother and father. And they are awesome individuals. Why do we keep acting like that's not a factor? It's about the extension of the community. Point blank, period. It's about your upbringing and the extension of the community. And even those who didn't have the extension of the community, who only had grandma and uncle and that cousin or whatever, you know what? Man, it was something about just them and that household. They was all they had, and they made that shit work. And you know what? Somebody in that house had a vision, and they sparked it back up, and they reimbursed everything that family has ever gave them, no matter how little or small or microscopic it might have been. So I want us to stop talking about this bullshit about it just has to be mom and dad all the time. Family is not based upon blood more so than bond. Family is not always necessarily just like what we know to be a household structured format. No, man. There's so many forms of family. You ever heard the Italians talk about family? Not everybody is related. It's just they have a community connection more than anything. As long as you have that community tie, you're todo para la familia. Everything for the family. Todo para la familia. Respect to you all. I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead, so.
Oh no, that was my answer. That was just my experience.
Okay,
but
goddamn.
Everybody got theirs.
Melissa, look, I think I just talked long enough. Somebody else take the floor. Hello? Or do I have to show a video?
You definitely can move on to the next video. We all answered the question already.
Oh, we all answered the question?
Yes, sir.
I didn't know. Why didn't y'all just say that? Always trying to make me feel bad. I love us. I love us. I love us. So let's go ahead and get to it. So I have another question for us, okay? Now, on this one right here, I want to know what you all's headspace is on this clip. All right, so I'm going to pull a clip up. I'm going to pull something up that's actually, I don't know, it's pretty humorous to me. But I recognize that people are going to have their feelings about it, okay? All right, so here we go. So I got to type this back in because it went out of my algorithm. All right. So I want to know what you all think about this right here. So when it comes to, no, let me ask the question first before I pull the video up. When it comes to you seeing relationships, when it comes to you seeing how, I guess you can say, a mode in which a person is supposed to respond, what would you say is over the top of a response if you found out you were being cheated on? Let's start there. All right. So, Melissa, what is enough and what is too much for responded to being cheated on? Because you know what I noticed? Everybody tries to say that you're either supposed to go all the way in or you're supposed to not care at all. And I just try to figure out, is there anything such as a balance nowadays? You're on mute, beloved.
I just saw it. Is there a balance to accepting being cheated on?
Yeah, no bullshit. Because I hate the fact that people crash out. Like, stop going to jail, people. Stop doing stupid stuff because, oh yeah, I'm about to pull up a crazy clip. Oh yeah, we about to get.
I feel like at the moment that individual, because for me, sex is more than casual. Sex is body language, it's relationship, it's intimacy. So for me, if my partner tells me that they cheated on me, then in my mind, they have bonded with somebody else, right? So at that point, what are we talking about? Like, why am I trying to talk you into being with me? Like, I have to telemarket myself to you to get you to, no. I don't feel like that's subject to negotiation. Now, are there certain things that happen in the background and people forgive the person that cheated? And the reason why is because I was stressed and you were stressed, so I understand because I cheated too, or I'm going to take you back. Then to each his own, because I can't tell nobody else how to run their relationship in their house or how many times to take their man and their woman back. But for me, I have done it. And I feel like I became more disrespected after the fact because I didn't stand my ground on having respect for myself, or so they thought. Well, I thought I was being forgiving and loving. They was like, yeah, sucker, bitch, if you're going to take it this time, you'll take it the next. In my case scenario. So yeah, nah, there's no room. What you get ready to tell me? How are you going to explain?
No. And see, you know something? I'm going to say that. That's something I think women really need to take into mind. There's a lot that man can possibly have to say. Okay, Melissa? You need to take time and listen to him and tell you why he cheated. That's right. That's right.
He can send a text.
What?
He can send me a text from elsewhere.
Ah, shit.
And when I'm in the mood to hear why I have to pick my face up and get over the embarrassment and all that, so on and so forth. Because for women, just like for men, it's also a pride thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's also me. It's also my community. Again, my daughters, my social female friends, people who I've introduced us to. Some people who from the outside or think from the outside looking in, we're an example. You feel me? To a certain extent, so on and so forth. So like, how do I let you humiliate me and disrespect me like that? And then be like, yeah, we're cool. That's cool. I won't want to do that. I wouldn't want to do that to you. Your man's, especially if it was one of your homeboys, you gonna take me back over their house with a good explanation? If I can explain why I fucked your man, can we go back over?
Well, first of all, that wouldn't be my man after that if I found that out.
Is all I'm saying.
Like, so why, like for you to even say, like, will we go back over your man's house after what man's? I just found that out.
What conversation are we having?
Yeah, like,
what you getting ready to tell me? I felt.
You know what's crazy? People think they
was fucked up, and I tripped. Boop, pregnant. She pregnant. Sorry. Can we still be together? She due in about 9 months. Maybe we can all co-parent. You can help me raise this baby I made
That's
with another woman.
well, you have okay. So, are you denying the fact that people don't mind being step parents? What's wrong with being a step parent?
Being a step parent, if you're coming into a situation versus being a step parent to your partner or your spouse who had a baby in the confinements of the marriage, is something that somebody can do, but not for me. I don't want to raise my husband's baby that he had out of wedlock. I'm a product of that, and I don't even blame my father's wife. I understand why she don't want to ever know me.
Whoa. That's for another day. We can make it another. Yeah, that's for another day.
It
Okay.
still answers the question, and it's still on subject.
No. What I'm saying is just that that's deep. I'm saying that in the sense of, beloved. Damn, that's heavy. I didn't know you went through that.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that we can wind up going down that rabbit hole. And if you want, I can definitely set it up and you can speak about it. But, you know,
I mean, it's Easter season. You can go down a rabbit hole. I don't mind. But yeah, we can.
All
have
right. No.
We can
That
have
was
some-
just me. That was just me testing the water. You got the flow. Yeah, you got the flow.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty much it. My father was a married man. My mom had me with somebody's husband. You feel me? And he didn't want me to be exposed. But at some point, I became exposed to his wife because he was, I think my mom, if she tells a story, or when she tells a story, he was bringing her diapers for me or something. And the wife found out or followed him. And so even at 46 years old, when I have tried to reach out to meet my siblings, because he has other children, they don't want anything to do with me. I am a reminder that their father cheated on their mother. And so I can't have a relationship with my father because of what I symbolized in his marriage, or what was his marriage, because she left eventually. And I don't even want to be that to her. So I understand and I accept the fact that I have a whole family and siblings that I will never know because of the way that I came into the world. And I didn't have nothing to do with it. I digress. My mic is muted.
Well,
that's not proper English, and intelligent people won't take us seriously if you say that. So be careful.
Excuse the background noise. My family is preparing stuff because I'm having a birthday celebration today for me. So
And I already know when you got to go ahead and go, you just type it in the back chat. I got you. So everybody, if so pops out for no reason, we know why. He's with family.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try to come back.
No problem.
Exactly. Hey.
I'll be here for a minute.
To answer your question, I would say that yes, don't go to jail. Don't do nothing violent. And you know, if you have to do the whole legal things and do legal matters and split things up evenly legally, then do what you got to do. Or if you feel like you want to stay, stay. I don't know. It's a case by case basis. I mean, I can't tell nobody to go. I can't tell nobody to stay. It's up to you, really, and it's up to the other person if y'all can work it out. Plenty of couples have gone through a lot of different things, and they have gone through counseling and worked it out. So yeah, that's really it, and I can really relate to what Lady Melissa is saying in a whole lot of ways. You know what I mean? And you know, back in the day, certain things happen that we just don't tolerate out here no more, like really completely. Not to say they still don't happen, or people don't express that it happens, but it does happen out here too. So, but yeah, I can see when things like that happen, and it does break up families, and but it also can create families. In my case, it created a family, but it also, yeah, it's a lot to go into it, man, and I don't have the time to
So it's
really
a double-edged
get into.
sword.
There you go, sir. There you go.
Double-edged
But,
sword.
I love you guys, and I will definitely try to come back. Okay, I just got to run to the store, grab some stuff, and then I'll try to come
You know
back.
you back.
Yeah, I'm gonna play some
Nah, I
clips and
just
stuff.
love you.
So you already know what it is. So I appreciate you.
Definitely, the most y'all probably still be back here hanging out, and I'll probably hang out with y'all. But
I got about another 45 to an hour, just so you know.
all right, I'll be back before then. All
Yeah,
right, y'all,
yeah,
love y'all.
yeah. That's about it. Yeah, max. All right, y'all. We're gonna get to this video. Let's get to it. Melissa, respond to this. Oh. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, because we're just gonna have some fun. We're gonna have some fun.
I pull back my covers, and this is what I see on women underwears. Now, this may be mine, but this ain't no way this could be mine. This can't fit not one of my boobs.
That won't work out.
Not
won't work out. Mr. Flanori, what is your response to that accusation?
Okay, I bought the underwear at a lingerie store.
For her?
Yes, for her. I got the wrong size. Yeah, that's the only thing I'm guilty of getting the wrong size.
Hold up that bro.
God have mercy upon us.
Bra again.
Do you want to get a bra?
You know, you cannot mean to tell me you thought that would fit your wife.
I pull back my covers.
All right, so. All right. Ladies, is it true that you can honestly tell if that's not your lingerie or if that's not your size if you find it? Is it true? Is that real? Really? How you know? How you know so
I know
good?
what my coochie smell like.
No. Wait a minute.
I'm telling you
What
the honest.
if he decided to do laundry that day?
This is an answer, right?
Okay.
We all have different pH and chemical balances, imbalances, all of that. I know my scent the same way you do. I know your scent. If I've been intimate with you, I can smell. Yeah, we can.
That's not the point.
Your question was, can you really tell? Yes.
No, she didn't pull up anything and say anything about a smell, lady.
Listen to what I'm saying, though. Even if it was my size, I'm saying my pheromones, just like you would know if you smelled another dude essence.
I don't sniff niggas' balls.
I didn't say
I don't know. No, I wouldn't know. I don't have a clue of what another nigga genital smell like. I promise you.
I bet you
men will give you my.
I bet you'll know if you smell them on your bed or on your female.
No, the only thing that we can go by is a different body wash, cologne, or something.
That's not true. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Don't no nigga know what another nigga ball smell like unless he been with that nigga.
Even if I go walk track all day and take off my sports bra,
I think that's something that's a superpower for women. I'm dead ass. I'm trying to tell you. I don't think us as men, we don't calculate it on that. We don't hit the whole let me smell your coochie and see if it smell like another nigga nuts. That means we know what another nigga nuts smell like.
Oh, yeah, but you're running over top of me and you not letting me.
I'm trying to tell you real shit right.
And you don't have a vagina, so let me land.
Go. Please. Okay, fine.
What I'm saying is we as women, because we have thighs and we have hormones and we come on our cycles and we leak breast milk and all those other things that are uniquely us, our clothing, even you guys as men, it doesn't mean you have to be funky. When I say I know what I smell like, I know what I smell like fresh out the shower, my natural smell. I know if that's off. or if that is somewhere on my person, in my bed sheets, on my man, and it ain't me. Even if I have sex with my man and he is able to tell me, you know how I know? Well, outside of the average, you walk in and you find out. You know how I knew my husband was cheating on me? Because I kept getting irritated when we were intimate. The ultimate reason being is because I'm allergic to latex. I have to be strategic about who I even lay with, because you can't just pull up on me with a regular old degular condom. They will not work for me. And whoever he was cheating on me with, he was using them regular degular condoms. His smell was different. Period. Yeah, we can tell. Your question was, can we really tell? Yeah, we can. And that's after probably your intuition had already kicked in, your dreams, your Godfidence, whatever that is, that already told you. Your intuition, changing the pattern, the way he treats you, looks at you, whether he smacks you on your ass when you walk by the same. We know.
I want you. I'm trying to do something.
You got a nasty echo.
All right,
or reverb anyway.
You can hear me, right? All right, so
Yeah.
everything you just said, this is the one thing that is so fascinating, I promise you, to us as men. I totally get it. Everything you said is exactly how women receive, and then I guess you can say then project and or give back the information and or energy. All right. I said one thing only. It's a way that men operate and how we think. That's it. Nothing else. I'm actually just giving the information. Not you, audience. Not you. Not you, beloved, because you above that. You above that. But what I'm saying is that I want us to pay attention to it. The way men think when it comes to how that operates, right? So if I was to go ahead in that moment, I don't think the way you do. You don't think the way I do. So with the man, how do we do it? We wouldn't even go by what a man's smell is. Do you know how a man knows how usually if a woman cheating? Pattern. That's what we go by. Why? Because that's what we are. We are pattern. We are routine. We know that we do the same thing all the time with you. The very moment that you break from that routine and pattern is the very moment that we know something's not right. We don't go by the same type of detection of cheating that women do, although both of us are just as equipped to detect cheating. We can detect it just like you. It's just the way that we do it is different. Just like mating. Dudes don't do what a woman does to try to attract a mate. At least we shouldn't. Women don't do what we do to attract a man. At least you shouldn't. That's why we had the video last night. I love you because you're not me. That's my point. So it's always going to be different. That's all I'm saying. You're right about what you're saying on that part as far as sniffing out and everything. I'm making it very clear. We don't do that as men. We don't look for sense. That's not how we look for it. I'm getting y'all hip. I'm not even, listen, more than going against you, I'm getting y'all hip how we think. No, we don't think like that. That's not how we think. We don't go by that. We are not sniffing shit saying, yeah, that's that nigga Kenny Balls. We don't do that shit. That's weird. We don't do that. No, we just be like, hold on, wait a minute. Why you ain't been calling me like that? So what's going on? So like, usually we have date night, blah, 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 blah. We go by pattern. It's a way we do it, but nah, it ain't got shit to do with no damn scent. So when I tell you I don't know how to identify with that I'm just letting you know that's just from a natural, organic, me just being truly what a man is. That's not the way in which we go about knowing you're cheating. We ain't never picked up a bra, a shoe, or nothing. Be like, smells like the Ramada. Bitch, where you been? No, we don't do that. We don't do that. It's not what dudes do.
I have a question. Simply
go off of what is it that you've changed that we normally do. And we will be like, my love, is everything okay? And that's about it. Respect
I have
to
a
the
question.
Anything.
So if you came into your home and you saw a pair of drawers that you did not recognize, or you came into the house and they were a pair of drawers that you recognize, because let's say y'all wear the same Calvin Kleins or polos or whatever, but they laying somewhere like between the mattress and the wall. You like, I don't be throwing my drawers between the mattress and the motherfucking wall. Now, mind you, I'm not accusing you of being a boxer sniffer. But what I am saying is that if you pick them shits up, say even you think they're yours and you toss them, you know you. And you gonna know that those ain't you.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. I've experienced it personally. And my husband at the time had a thing for women my size. So yeah, I did think they were mine, but they didn't smell like me. And then because they didn't smell like me and I went to look further, I found a whole scrunchie between my wall and my mattress. So yeah, that's what I mean in that regard. I'm not saying that you're going around going through the drawer going, that's obsessive.
That's crazy. No, because you do have dudes that collect drawers and shoes.
Not another niggas or not they out.
Nah, you're right though. Yeah, no, I'm talking about that woman, but like,
yeah, but I mean, if y'all want to sniff panties, if y'all want to pay to sniff panties, hey, I know some people that'll get you right, but
wow, nah. Well, okay, you know what? Let me not stop the advertisement.
No.
Get your fill in where you.
I'm sorry. I know some people that'll get you right. And there are websites. Like I don't know people who will get you right.
Hey, you man. Shit.
Everybody.
So anyway.
Don't worry about who I know. But the moral of the story is, yeah, they ain't sending you no panties. I got friends that want to be wise. They just want to sit down there. They don't.
This is why I like hanging out with my people, so I swear.
They just want to sit on your nose. Fuck buying panties.
Your ass gonna get me in trouble, y'all.
I'm saying my friends are looking for
husbands. Thank you. Your ass gonna get me in trouble, yo.
With who? Sorry. Don't blame him for whatever I'm talking about.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't know.
What?
I just said don't blame him. I don't want you in trouble.
It's not his fault. Nah. She just be saying stuff.
No, well.
Nah, listen though. Just no. You gonna get me in trouble with YouTube. You gonna get me in trouble with YouTube.
It's not possible.
You don't think so?
People, I've seen people get their cooties shaved on YouTube. What is you timid?
Hey, you know what? No. You know what's wild? You know what's wild? I've noticed this thing where I think YouTube has a bias. No. I shit you not. I've noticed how there are people who like they could like smoke on camera. They could like do like, I don't know, show or do extra stuff. And I do believe it's once you get, I think, to a certain level. I think once you get to a certain level, like if we were just to be like smoking on camera, the channel won't get striked or won't get hit or won't damage proceeds. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, last night, I ain't gonna mention it, but I'm happy about certain new forms of income coming in, and I appreciate that. So it's wild. I notice how they will allow certain content creators to show certain things. Other content creators, not so much. So let's go ahead and get into this last clip of this spicy little discussion we talking about. Did you ever react to this video right here that I have? I don't even know if I want to do this one. Like, I don't want to do that one. I don't want to do that one. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go to something else. All right, y'all. So we're going to go to this right here. I actually want you to give me your response to this video. Okay. So I'm going to type it in. And with that being said, everybody, we're going to take a very, very brief commercial break. And this brief commercial break is brought to you by, I don't know, somehow another random white women pop up on the plane.
These messages will be right back. Something?
It's your mofo butter laying into the bone, jacking me up. Tight me.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Cuddy say can't hang.
Oh, stewardess, I speak jive.
Oh, good.
He said that he's in great pain and he wants to know if you can help him.
All right, would you tell him to just relax and I'll be back as soon as I can with some medicine?
Just hang loose, blood. She's gonna catch up on the rebound on the med side.
What it is, Big Mama? My mama raised no dummies. I duck her rap.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
Say
Chump
don't
want to help. Chump don't get the help.
Say can't hang, say 7-Up.
Jive ass dude don't got no brains anyhow.
Yeah, all right, but where's she at? There she go. I want to know this. I ain't even going front. I just want to know. What do you think about this? What do you think about this? Right?
First of all, Airplane used to be my movie. It used to come on VH1 like 30 times.
It did. Hey, look. That was the first Friday.
It came on like a marathon, and then it came on like CBS or whatever.
You ain't lying.
So we watched it. As a child, I didn't understand it. O.J. Simpson was in one of those. It seemed like it was a parody that was attempting to bring a culture, a mutual place to laugh. It did stretch the boundaries a little bit, but I think on average, it was meant for you to laugh at. Speaking of the movie in particular. Speaking on real life, if a lady came up to me that looked like Betty White, talking about, I speak Ebonics, I speak Jive, I speak Pig Latin, I'll probably chop her in her shit. So, yeah, I don't know about that one. You know what I mean? It's like what you said. Like, you could go to your white friend. Shout out to Finn the Human. There's a very good poet that I know. Stone cold white. When I first saw him, I thought he was a skinhead. I promise you. He's been raised by and around nothing but our culture. And even his parents were against it. He would skip and go hang with our culture. So it's not that he claims black, but you can't tell Finn that he's not down down for whatever. When we get into it, he's on. I don't know. Finn ain't never had to be in that position that I'm aware of, so I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm saying that to say, even he, if I was to walk up to him and like you said with your friend, I'd be like, my nigga, which I never have. But even if I did, he would not say it back. He wouldn't be like, what up, my nigga?
Come on, thank you.
He wouldn't say it back.
Like, it's not like that out here. Like, we come from some, I guess it's different. I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. We do. Don't we got them? Like, real shit. We really do got them folks out here, yo.
Yeah, you do.
So we have just been chuckling it up, and we have definitely reached the 3-hour mark. So we have this last clip we're going to get into before we roll Ziz out, because I also have to go ahead and make sure that I offer. It's almost that time. I want to ask you guys a question. Why is that so important to life? Nah, real shit. This right here. Like, when you laugh, when you actually laugh, you know, I'm all about health. So I want to play this last video. What's your thoughts about laughter and the health benefits, as far as like how wonderful is it to you? Or is it like laughter is like,
oh, hell no! Oh, hell no!
If I'm being tickled, I'm not excited. Like, I'm too old for that to be amusing to me. Now, it's annoying as fuck. You feel me? Like, the first couple tick tick, like if it's the grandbaby's kid. Yeah, but after that, if I start feeling like I'm struggling for my life or to breathe, it's not fun for me anymore. Now, having a good sense of humor. Oh my God, I'm goofy as fuck. So I'm the last person to ask what I feel. I mean, last person to come against laughter. I think laughter is medicine. I think it's vitality. I think it's cleansing. I think it's healthy. I think even in a physical aspect, you can flatten your tummy a little bit, burn some calories laughing. Do that. I also think that when there are two grown adults, and with the weight of the world and adulting in general, if you can make me laugh, if you can make me pause and appreciate and giggle and feel childish, like, oh my God.
okay,
It's so attractive on so many levels.
Oh, you good? Or I don't know.
I digress.
My mic is muted. All right. All right.
My mic is muted.
Okay, now let's get to it. Last video. Last video.
Learning about the best topic today. But
We're looking at laughter. Why do you laugh and what are the benefits?
laughter is caused by all kinds of scenarios. People all react differently and have a range of different laughs too. See what I mean? But why do we do it, and what impact does laughter have on our bodies? Humans are able to laugh from as young as 3 months old, and in fact most begin laughing even before learning to talk.
The average adult laughs 17 times a day, whereas a child laughs around 300 times.
Now, I think that's a lie at this point. I think people don't laugh that many. Do you really think people, if we know that people are as miserable as they are now, do you think the average person still laughs 17 times a day?
If they can find a reason to, I think that's choice.
Nah, forget to find a reason to. Just period. That's I would say that. I would say, listen, because my life is great, and I would say that's right around how many times I laugh a day. And I know a lot of angry ass people, but I don't know. Let's go.
Times a day.
That is a lot of lols. The study of laughter is called gelotology, and there is lots of great stuff we can learn about laughing.
All right, did y'all get that? Let's go.
Laughter is an expression triggered by emotion, and our emotions are the reactions to our experiences. So laughter is most often associated with positive emotions like joy and amusement. Basically, laughter starts in your brain. The brain receives information, processes the details, and the motion sections of the brain, which are responsible for your physical reactions, then decides how it's going to react. This could mean your body thinks this is hilarious. Or it could also mean, ooh, this makes me nervous. Send me some happy chemicals to make me feel better. When we laugh, we get rushed with all kinds of great chemicals. Endorphins, dopamine, oxytocin, all sensations that make you feel good. So it's no surprise that laughter is actually good for you. And you know one of my favorite parts about laughter? Hey bot, hide mai. Laughter is contagious.
Oh, yuck.
Do you believe laughter is contagious?
If everybody's a part of the joke, yeah.
I go ahead with that.
Laughter helps to build connections with others. It boosts your mood, and laughter is the best medicine for a bad day.
Boom. So, how do we see laughter? Is laughter a help? Is laughter a benefit? I'm pulling this up for a reason. I'm pulling up because I want to know, how much do we take time to focus on what actually is a benefit in our life? All the way down to the smallest things that we can do. Like just laughing real quick. And if you're so focused on what's wrong in your life, if you're so focused on all the time what is something somebody else did to you, or what took place here on that day or whatever all the time, it will be very, very difficult for you to find that open window, that open door to just laugh real quick. No bullshit. Like, just, you know what I do purposely? Like, if I'm really going through it, I real deal will like just pull up a funny ass clip. I don't care how old it is or whatever or new. I will find something funny to pull up purposely just to laugh at. And for that reason only, I only want to laugh at it. And that's something that I recognize that's very important. What would you say to that?
I would go back to previous answer. I think it's the same. Healing, laughter. Everybody can't make you do it. People's sense of humor come in vast arrays. To humor somebody is a gift. Again, as long as they're in on the joke, because to make somebody laugh could also cause somebody's detriment. So at the expense and only focusing on the positive, it's literally a healer. It's something that, like you said, could make or break somebody's day. Same thing as a smile. It's real simple. It's a free gift.
No, I like that. No, I like that. Okay, will be somebody's free gift. Will be somebody's free gift. So are you leading towards the casting pearls to swine? To lead somebody. You said to lead somebody to the gifts. Now, are you saying that in the sense of like someone who's not worthy of actually receiving the gifts? Is that more so where we are?
No.
Okay. That's
No.
fine. That's
No.
fine.
Casting pearl before swine would be, oh, well, yeah, I guess in that sense, being mindful of who you're giving your gifts to. Your gifts
Exactly.
aren't for everybody.
Exactly. Yeah.
I agree with that.
There we go. Yeah, you see where we at. Okay, cool beans, cool beans. Now I appreciate you on that.
Do you? Do you?
Yo, you you be tripping. He be tripping like shit. But hey, I definitely have to make sure I get dinner set in a little bit. I have a little bit of time, so I am going to end this and make some phone calls. So,
It's lovely. I appreciate the space, the time,
no, I want to ask
the
you.
value of my opinion.
Yeah, no, I want to ask you, what are your final thoughts primarily about the main topic about what we were talking about?
Ask more questions. Be willing to get to know people, and even if you have to ask more questions, understand that people have no say-so in how they came out from the birth canal. Some people are ignorant. Deal with them on an individual basis of their ignorance.
She dope as shit on that. Like, I'm just gonna make it real, like, sharp cut, but like, it ain't gonna take long. Like, we're just gonna slice through this real quick, and that's it. That's it. Very straight to the point. Very straight to the point. Respect to the family. So with that being said, let me make sure that I have everything in motion. I'm just setting up like my end and outros on this shit right here. You smell me not? I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's Saturday and I feel good. So I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna play something nice and kick it, cool it. And we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I will speak to you all later. Holla at the family. Don't mind me. Yeah.
Money, sip a foe, roll a zip, blow the smoke. I be up, never down. GG folk keep me afloat. Nigga, I was dead broke. Sleeping on the sofa, now my pockets filled with dead folks. Dripping on these bitches, I be slipping off my front porch. Keep a effing on me, niggas out there playing blood sport. Always been 100 like the numbers on my dashboard. Got my own wave and I ride it like a surfboard. Amen, yeah, I'm up now. I remember when I used to catch the bus uptown. Me and Noonie flipping packs, trying to get a bus down. Used to be in love with Courtney, we don't keep in touch now. Been crossed so many times, it's hard for me to trust now. Money call my phone, I tell them that I'm on a wait. Cause I've been down for too long, I ain't got no time to waste. Run into the money like I'm trying to win a race. Only smoking super strong, you see it in my face now.
I can't count how many paper plays that I done face now. I know that I chose it like so we ain't taking breaks, no. I got niggas switched up, we can't surf up on the same way. I just stay 100 and I count my money face down. Had a lot to say but she don't have that much to say now. If she ain't solid, I'ma let her run away. Cause I'm bolting like on you saying I be catching all the plays now. Money piece in the trees, the only thing